Alrighty, we are ready for our interview with our Pokemon runners, Corvimae and Sanjan. Take it away.
Hello, everybody. My name is Vance, and I am joined by the runners of our next run. Not just a run, but an any percent race of Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby, Sanjan, and Corvimae. Welcome, and I'm just going to get right to it. Sanjan, why are you running this race?
Oh, sorry. So I am running Omega Ruby. So Omega Ruby's, we face Team Magma, and then we get Groudon and Latios, which, in my opinion, they're the cooler crew. Red is best.
Red is best. So, like, just by the pure quality of this looks way better, these Pokemon are way cooler, that's going to give you the motivation to come out ahead.
Yeah.
May, what do you think about that?
So I'm running Alpha Sapphire, which is what the professionals call the cringe version. And that's because we fight. So there's two major things that make it worse. One, we have lovely Latias here, whom I love with all my heart, but does not reciprocate my love and gives me bad runs.
She tries her best.
She has 10 less special attack, and that makes such a difference. It makes the entire mid game so much worse. We also fight Team Aqua, which is just generally more annoying to fight than Team Magma because our main damaging move for half the run is Surf, which turns out is bad against water and good against fire and ground, which that's a little Pokemon pro tip for you.
Great, wonderful.
Hey, I'm learning my type advantages.
Thanks. I'm glad that I was able to help like that.
Wonderful. Now, this is a 3DS game. You know, I don't know too much about Pokemon. You know, I played a game or two in the past 20 years or whatever.
Okay.
But I know there's a stylus, right? And you touch things on the pad and potentially, or maybe not at all. But
That is how
I
the
figured it'd be
3DS works.
appropriate that you try and draw some Pokemon. If you look under your seats, actually, I have prepared a
new
challenge
car?
for you.
Aw.
Yes. And how do you feel about drawing some Pokemon for us?
Oh boy, bad. I feel bad about this.
Okay.
This is gonna be something.
Okay, Sanjan, I want you to try and draw Mag Cargo. My knowledge is very limited, so I'm picking some Pokemon I actually know. What should May draw?
I think May should draw a cute Ralts.
Okay. Well, are you gonna do it too?
Do I have to?
I mean, yes. Otherwise, we won't.
Okay, fine. You're on. I take the challenge.
That's the runner union at work.
I already know I'm the best drawer, so what do you think? What should I be drawing?
I'm thinking Shroomish.
A what?
Shroomish.
I'm not sure I know exactly what that is, but I'll give it a shot. Okay. So as we're let's just go ahead and start. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's just start drawing some
I got a
stuff.
false start. Let me start over. Sorry.
Now, I need to not talk, so I'm going to be asking you some questions while we're doing this. In Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, which Pokemon would you say is the best, not from a stat speedrunning point of view, but in terms of pure presentation and appearance? May, let's start with you.
Do I need you to repeat the question? I was definitely drawing.
What is the coolest looking starter?
The coolest looking starter is Mudkip because that's why there's two of them right here.
Yeah. I'm a big agreeant with May. Mudkip is just too cute.
No, this isn't how it's supposed to go. You're supposed to be fighting and disagreeing and all this stuff. What?
Well, I
Oh my
brought two
goodness.
Mudkips so that each of us could have one.
Yeah.
And so
Aww.
but this is actually a co-op run now.
We're cooperating to beat the game.
Okay, well, no, everybody, it's still going to be an any percent race, I promise you. But on top of that, what is the progress of your drawing? How are you looking?
Bad.
I looked over there and I was like, am I accidentally drawing the wrong Pokemon over here? I think I've got it. I think I've nailed it. I'm going to do pens down for me. And I'll go and give you guys 30 more seconds.
Oh boy.
I think I'm good.
You think we're good? All right, May is behind.
No, I'm done.
Okay. So, since I'm the best, because, I prepared for this. I know exactly what I'm doing. I asked the question. I came in ready. I rehearsed. I actually don't know what Shroomish looks like, but here is my attempt at what a Shroomish may look like.
You're not as far as you think. The main thing you got wrong is the face.
The face? I thought it was just smug, smile little guy.
So draw a colon. Right, I'm gonna help you out. Draw a colon.
Okay, we got it. It's like, I'm gonna draw
And
a
then
colon.
draw a greater than sign. No, less than sign. The one where it goes to the right. The alligator eats the bigger,
So that's
the bigger
so we
number.
just erase that. Draw a colon.
Yeah, like
do that, and then just
Yeah,
like that.
and now show it.
That's
a
that it?
Shroomish
That's
baby.
Shroomish right there.
That
All
is
right.
so cute.
All right, May. You were tasked to draw Ralts. How are you looking?
He's doing,
That's-
he's doing a little dance.
That's pretty good.
I drew
can
Wally
buy
as
it.
well, but he's like the camera didn't. It's just he's right off frame over there. No, stop.
No, I like how you got Raltz's little, like, hairdo.
That's the only thing I got. So thank you for noticing.
All right, Sanjan.
All right, I like to draw. Tend to draw small, but I'll try to.
Hey, all right, totally fine.
You look so sad.
Yeah, Macargo's. Well, let's just say I feel bad for Macargo.
Awesome. Well, thank you all so much for partaking in my challenge. And, man, I know you love prizes.
I do
We've
love
got
prizes.
a couple prizes we'd love to remind you about. First, up front on this cute little easel, it's so adorable. I love this easel. We got some Zidane and Garnet Perlers, divided by red silvers. That's a minimum donation of $5. You have until the end of the next run. Maze and Sanjan's run here to get this done. And wow, just absolutely incredible. And right behind it is the Pokemon Paldea Evolved Elite Trainer Box number 2, provided by Lone Star Pack Break Store. That's a $10 minimum donation. We'll get you in for that one. And I would love to, I know you know a thing or two about our grand prize right here.
I believe the grand prize is a 256 gigabyte model Steam Deck provided by the RPG Limit Break staff. Fun fact about me, I've been using the Steam Deck to play Cassette Beasts all day instead of practicing for my run because I'm a little hyper focused on it. And instead of spending any time with anyone while I'm here, I've just been sitting in my hotel room grinding achievements. So it's very good for being able to play your favorite games on the go. I've been a big fan of mine. And all you gotta do is you gotta get $100 in. I believe is that cumulative?
I believe so. Throughout the entire
Yeah,
event.
just throughout the entire event. Just get $100 in, and you could be entered, or you will be entered to win that Steam Deck.
Absolutely.
And you get to
Wow.
and then you get to go through your entire Steam backlog because I know everyone has a giant Steam backlog.
It makes
Of
it
course.
so much easier to just there's so many RPGs that I've played because I can play them on a plane. I could play them on a train. I could play them in the air. I could play them over there.
That was incredible. And I really don't have anything else to add to that. So we're just going to go ahead and let you two go and get ready. Don't go anywhere, everybody, because Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, Omega Ruby, the any percent race, Sanjan versus Corvimae, coming up very shortly.
Thank you so much for that awesome interview. I am personally so excited for this race. I love this generation of Pokemon. This was my favorite growing up. So let's get some shout outs out in chat for the racers. I got a few more donations to read here while we finish up some setup. We have $100 from Abby that says, "Hi May and Sanjan, good luck on the race and happy Latias Appreciation Day. Smiley face." We have $20 from Dragonista that says, "Looking forward to the Pokemon race. Groudon reminds me of my sleepy pet Tegu." A Jaunty Peacock donates $65.42. It says, "Donating for my darling Growlithe, plus $7.42 for his best friend Rockruff. Puppy Pokemon are the best. Sanjan and Corvimae are two of the most delightful and kind people out there, and I can't thank them enough for making their communities so welcoming and fun to be a part of." Donation goes to naming Kyogre Metamantine so that May is less mad when it inevitably goes down to sheer cold. It's a one-hit KO! Thank you so much for your generosity. And if you would love to shout out your favorite Pokemon, we totally will be doing the Pokedex donations if you want to have your donation amount match your Pokemon favorite. We have $30 from Faith that says, "Bingus is back, baby!" RPG Limit Break 2023 proudly supports the National Alliance on Mental Illness, aka NAMI. To get involved in the fight against mental illness and the stigmas it can bring, reach out to NAMI via their state organizations or on Facebook, where they can be found as NAMI. On Instagram and Twitter is @NAMI Communicate. It's not a weakness to need help. Please reach out if you think you need help. While we're finishing up setup here, I'm going to shout out a few of our artists. RPG Limit Break is grateful to LLK, a longtime contributor to GDQ Marathons and the designer of our promo banners, attendee badges, and emotes. Check out her work at jazaboo.com, JAZAABOO.com. And another artist that deserves a special thanks is the one that worked on our overlays, Oro, who can be found on Twitter at Orolen, OUROLEN. By the way, with any Pokemon run, I just wanted to remind chat here that we have a bunch of bid wars that are still active for naming the Pokemon. Those are not closed yet. So please, if you are donating, make sure you donate to one of the bid wars for Pokemon. Mudkip comes up first, but I know there are lots of options out there. There are 6 Pokemon total in the party, so make sure you donate for your favorite name. We have $35 from I Rock This. If April showers bring Mayflowers, what does Corvimae mean? Math lessons. Awesome t-shirts are back for another year this year, courtesy of the Yeti. That's YETEE, theyeti.com/RPG Limit Break. And the Yeti are donating $5 from each shirt sold to Nami directly. I don't like to admit how much of my wardrobe is actually Yeti shirts. RPG Limit Break 2023 is coming to you live from Salt Lake City, Utah. We are raising money for NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness, which was formed in 1979 as a grassroots advocacy organization by a group of parents whose children suffered with serious mental illnesses. And NAMI has maintained that focus to this day. The National Alliance on Mental Illness, NAMI, is the nation's largest grassroots mental health organization whose work is focused around 3 pillars: education and support, awareness, and advocacy. So what does that mean? When it comes to education and support, via their 48 state offices and nearly 700 affiliates, NAMI offers a host of signature programs, presentations, and support groups that are available free of charge. This includes a national helpline that can provide information, resources, and a compassionate, understanding, trained volunteer to support anyone who calls in. Okay, I just want to give you a quick update on the bid wars for naming some of our Pokemon in our team. First up is Mudkip, the best starter Pokemon. We have Bingus in the lead for $40. followed by Seanbra, Muddy Buddy, and Budkip. For our next Pokemon for Groudon and Kyogre, we have Mega Manatee at $65 in the lead, followed by Snacks and Parabol in third place. And then for Latios and Latias, we have Wednesday in the lead with $100, followed by Charlotte. If you feel like you don't like any of those names, then get those donations in. All of those incentives are still going. Those bid wars are not closed yet. So you still have a chance to get your Pokemon named the way you want to. Did you know that NAMI serves as the preeminent resource for people searching for life-changing guidance, information, and support as they navigate mental health conditions? Their website alone serves more than 12 million unique visitors annually. And that's because more than 1 in 5 Americans live with a mental health condition. We at RPG Limit Break are proud to be raising money for NAMI. NAMI stands for the National Alliance on Mental Illness, a charity who works tirelessly towards cracking the code of mental illness through various means such as education, leadership, and increasing the availability of care. Please join RPG Limit Break in supporting such a worthy cause. We're starting to get those Pokedex donations in. We have $7.17 from Steven that says, I would donate $1.33 for my favorite Eevee, but that's too small of a donation. So I will also include another $5.84 for my next favorite, Vanillix. I'll also donate another Eevee for each loss, or 10 Eevees if there are 3 or less losses. So I've done a little bit of talking about the bid wars coming up for Pokemon, because we can name our Pokemon. Those bid wars are raging. But I've also talked about, I've talked about those incentives, but there's also prizes. This means that you get to vote with your wallet to name characters, to get our runners to complete difficult or ridiculous tasks. Sorry, that's incentives. My mistake. Or you can help pick the story you get to see in certain games. You can also become eligible to win prizes. These are the prizes donated by our community members, and all the donations go to NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness. For more information, check out the channel bio for a link to the 2023 tracker. We want to send out thanks to the people involved in our foreign language restreams. Our French restream can be found at twitch.tv/lefrench_restream, and our Japanese stream at twitch.tv/Japanese_restream. If those restreams can help you enjoy the marathon, go check them out and send them some love. The last few years have been a stressful time in the world and have understandably had a strain on many people's mental health. In the United States alone, 21% of adults reported suffering from some kind of mental illness. That's 52.9 million people. Please remember to reach out for help if you need it. You are not alone. And if you need that help, you can reach out to the NAMI Helpline Online Knowledge Center. This was visited more than 236,000 times in 2022, and upcoming next year, NAMI hopes to expand the helpline to 7 days a week, and we are happy to help them in that endeavor, and your donations will go a long way to help them realize this goal. A donation of $30 allows NAMI to provide direct support to 2 help seekers in need. We have an anonymous $10 that says, "Good luck, May. Love your voice. Keep it up. Bingus, bingus, bingus." Let's do another update on those bid wars for naming some of our Pokemon. First up is Mudkip. Bingus is in the lead with $50, but Chandra's not far behind with $35, and Muddy Buddy is only behind at $29. So pretty tight race there. Totally still anybody's game. Update on Latios and Latias. We have up to $100 with Wednesday in the lead. Charlotte is trailing behind at $35. But still have time to get that caught up or throw a new name in the bunch. And then our last naming incentive for Groudon and Kyogre, we still have Mega Manatee in the lead with $65.42, but Snacks is still not that far behind at $20, so totally still available if you want to snipe that. Speaking of those donation incentives and bid wars, let me go over some of our amazing prizes that were highlighted at the end of our last interview. We still have those Final Fantasy IX Pearlers of Zidane and Garnet. They were so cute. We have another Pokemon Paldea Evolute Elite Trainer Box. You can get to that with a $10 minimum donation. Also related to Pokemon, you can get Team Magma and Team Aqua patches. You can be entered to win that if you have a $5 minimum donation, and that's through the end of our race. So if you want it, you better put in for it. We have a $5 donation from Court or Frozen Flygon that says, "Hi, May and Sanjan. Cannot wait to see y'all again in August. Cheering for you both in this co-op run. And May, thanks for everything. You deserve the stage." The NAMI Helpline is a free, U.S.-based, nationwide peer support service providing information, resource referrals, and support to people living with a mental health condition, their family members and caregivers, mental health providers, and the public. The NAMI Helpline is available Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Time via call, text, and live web chat. To reach the NAMI helpline, you can call 1-800-950-6264 or visit nami.org/help to access all NAMI helpline resources and contact information. I just got word, everybody, that we are ready for our Pokemon Alpha Sapphire Omega Ruby race with Corvimae and Sanjan. My name is Laura Lady, and I will be your host for this wild ride. Take it away, racers. Yeehaw!
Yeah!
Hello.
Hello.
We're going to do a race. We're going to do some Pokemon. Y'all like Pokemon?
I like Pokemon.
Only Matt likes Pokemon.
Only I do.
Etchy over here. He's the Pokemon fan. The rest of us, we're fakers.
We're just here to look cool.
So,
Okay.
since you're the only Pokemon fan with us, do you want to explain this whole run for us?
We're doing an Omega Ruby versus Alpha Sapphire race. Sanjan over here is going to be playing Omega Ruby. Corvimae will be playing Alpha Sapphire. There's a lot of differences between the two, but I think we just go ahead and get started. We can do the intros as we
That
start
sounds
playing.
Yeah.
good. If somebody wants to count us down, that's you. That's a cue for you.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, Mudkip.
Woo! All right, so to help remind you all throughout the entire run who's doing the Omega Ruby side and who's doing the Alpha Sapphire side, Etchy here will hold up the Latias and Latios and just as a test of arm strength and dedication to the run, just like that for the entire time. Is that good?
Yeah, we didn't agree. I didn't agree to this, but I mean, I can do that. Yeah.
So this is Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. They're the remakes of the Hoenn games, Gen 3.
Yep.
They're good. I like them.
They're awesome.
The cool thing about these runs is that even though they diverge pretty heavily in their roots, unlike most Pokemon games where it's like the versions are pretty similar, especially around this time, the times are pretty wind up being around the same time. So it's a pretty competitive race. We're going to show you all the little differences that make it so that Sanjan looks ahead for the entire time and I may be able to claw it back.
We've had races with each other before, and they're pretty close. Like it can also swing either way because there's going to be plenty of stuff that will just like easily put a stop to us.
Yeah, I think a lot of viewers have never heard of the word RNG before. There's going to be a lot of that in this race.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure anyone who has not been watching this marathon or has been watching the marathon has not heard that word come up
like
at all. But
12 major death points in this run.
You can faint a lot in this game. A lot of random bad things can happen, and a lot of random good things can happen, though, too. So we'll see what happens for both of our racers here. I think you both should actually introduce yourselves, though, before we get any further.
Right.
No, I'm an enigma. You don't know who I. Well, I'm not that one. I'm Corvimae. Hi.
And I'm Sanjan. Corvimae's a Drifloon, and I'm the Gengar.
So pick your favorite ghost type. That's who you should root. It shouldn't be based on anything else. It's if you're a Drifloon gamer or a Gengar gamer. I learned recently that Gengar has triangle ears, thus making it a cat Pokemon.
Meow.
Oh, that does. I
also
read about
true.
that.
Doesn't
yeah.
that check out? I think that checks out.
So coming up here is basically normal intro Pokemon speedrun stuff. They're going to set the options to cut out animations, make the text speed as fast as possible, and just make sure, just to kind of cut out all the things that could potentially lose time in the run, like switching out Pokemon every time you knock out an opponent Pokemon where it asks you like, oh, do you want to switch to Pokemon? They just turn that off because that wastes time. And you generally don't want to do that anyway, even if you could.
We get to do the cool mashing technique for the game, which I'll try to show off. I don't know. I have no idea if you can see this. You hold down L, and then you mash the B button as well as the screen. You might notice I'm wearing compression gloves. That's because I need them now because of this game.
Yeah, this game is like somewhat intense to mash. Like For me, like I can do it, but it's just like if you spend a lot of time, it's just gonna hurt.
My old 3DS also had like a dead region on the bottom left, so you had to mash really hard. It was horrible. It was so bad for me. So you might not in a lot of Pokemon runs, there's usually like a little incentive where you could pick the trainer's name, and you might have noticed we didn't let you do that. We're exclamation point, and that's because we're so excited for Limit Break. But it's also because there is a 58% chance that we have to go to a backup save because we don't have any way to manipulate our starter Pokemon in this game, unlike like every game, every generation up and before 6, you could.
Yep.
And in this one, starting in 6, we don't have a way to do it. So we just got a random Mudkip, and if it's not runnable, then GG, go next. And now Etchy will explain IVs in excruciating detail.
Basically, as May was saying, in the older games, you could force the game to give you good Pokemon that had very specific stats. IVs, as May said, is just individual values. Basically, your stats can be given a value from 0 to 31. Basically, the higher the value, the better the stat is. And there's other factors like nature as well, which can boost or lower stats. And you used to be able to just force that to be whatever you wanted to through like frame perfect RNG manipulation inputs. Can't do that in this game, so it's just random. And even without being able to do that, you still are trying to get a pretty good Mudkip here. You're looking for, what are the stats again, May?
So at level 6, we're looking for any HP value but we can have any HP value and any special defense value. Those don't matter. But we'd like to have at least 14 attack. You can technically run 13. I don't.
I personally do not want to
sucks.
run 13.
It's
13
so
is-
bad.
13 is no.
Last time I was like, I'll just run 13. It'll be fine. It was not fine. It was horrible. We need 10 defense, and that is because there is a fight leader with a guaranteed crit. And I guess there's about like a 1% chance it doesn't do that, but like 99% of the time, if you don't have enough defense, you will just die. And we also need 10 special attack. That is because everyone knows Mudkip's a great special attacker. We will be using a lot of special attack for a while. And we need 10 speed at level 6, and that unless we have a minus speed nature, then 9 is fine. But you hate to see it. I hate low speed Mudkips so much.
Low speed
Ooh,
Mudkips
girl
are
Mudkip.
cursed.
That's 1 in 8.
Yeah, so as you're seeing, both
Hashtag women.
of our racers are picking Mudkip, and that's going to be their starter and their main Pokemon for a pretty long portion of this run. And then a lot of the version differences are going to come up in very minor ways in this first section. But once they switch off of Mudkip officially later in the run, then you'll see a lot of the version differences come through stronger. But until then, the Latios and Latios will sit down and we'll have the Mudkips cheering them on.
Yeah, if you thought that 42% chance to get a Mudkip was bad, well, I got news for you. There's worse.
Yeah, that's 42% to be like technically runnable. That does not mean all 42% of those Mudkips are good. I did the calculation a while ago, and it's like 15% are good. Also, we're not going to do the name yet. We're going to do the name when we get to, I think it's Rustboro has it, right?
Yeah, we don't do the name right now since if we don't get the kip we want, we are gonna have to go
No,
for
it's
a backup card.
Slateport has it.
Yeah.
Slateport has it. That's not, there's no, okay. So you still have some time to get in those donations for names. We are taking the top 2 names. So that's like twice as many names. That's math. This encounter right here, you always get this encounter. You don't have a choice. It's the only guarantee. It's like the tutorial encounter. It's always on after, I think it's 3 steps in or something like that. Yeah. It always happens. Everything after that will be random encounters. You can get 0, and it saves a ton of time. When de-rusting this game, my median was like 6, which is really bad. On average, like the average is like 3 or 4, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah, it's random. It's kind of like random because we don't really get repel like depending on your route, you don't get repels
For a
at
bit,
least-
yeah.
Yeah,
We just don't have access to them yet.
Yeah, generally in Pokemon games, they don't give you repels until you clear the first gym or around that time. And as
There's
a result,
one. Count along, chat.
There's
if
the good old
Sanjan gets one
bingo.
here. No, Sanjan's free. But yeah, so as a result, we're not going to get them for a while. And even though we can get them right away after we beat the first gym leader, we're actually going to still delay them a little bit, potentially.
I hope that girl kip is runnable. Just saying.
Yeah, me too. They never are. It's so messed. So we are just gonna beat up Trico here. So if there are any donations, hit us up with them.
Well, I'd like to just give an update on the bid war for Mudkip. Since that's not being closed just yet, there's still time to get those donations in if you want to snipe one of the names. It's the same as when we last updated. So Bingus is still in the lead with $50, and Sean Bra is second place with $35. But I have a soft spot in my heart for Muddy Buddy, which is at $29. We can totally attain that, chat. I just need y'all to kind of help us out a little bit.
You can do anything that you put your mind to do, assuming that is picking a name you like. So,
All right, what's my poison?
All right, stats here for Sanjan.
14, 12, 12, 9, 10. Okay.
12, 12. That's good.
That's good. That's
I
runnable.
mean, you'd like to see 11 speed, but you can't always win them all. That's good.
Yeah.
All right, now
Is
time
this
for
good?
May.
Nope. Classic. So I'm gonna go swap saves now. Yippee!
Yeah, so since I did have a backup kit, but since I got a runnable kit first try, I'm gonna have to do some stat tracking here.
Yeah, if you noticed, as Sanjan got her stats there, she started clicking some things on her laptop, and that's because she is actually using a website that Corvimae made. But basically, you use the tracking on this program, on this website. You put in your stats on every level up, and it'll tell you what your IVs are, those things I talked about earlier, the 0 to 31. Because it turns out, obviously, if you just knew your stats at every level, you can check things like ranges, like if you can knock out a Pokemon or how much damage you take. But it's a lot easier to just know your IVs, and then the notes will kind of just carry that for you and figure that out for you. So you don't have to actually do anything.
I can tell you, like, Pokemon has a bunch of like really complicated like calculations for damage. I'm not smart enough to do that.
The math for Pokemon is a nightmare from which there is no waking. And I had to sign a dark pact in order to make this thing, and I'm still paying the price years later.
Yeah, this website that May made is called ranger.maybreak.com, MAYBREAK, like Limit Break. Oh my gosh.
Whoa, reference!
Oh.
So yeah, if you want to follow along with the route by yourself at home, you can totally do that. Just go to that website.
Let's go to ranger.maybreak.com/route !repo equals ranger.alpha-sapphire-any%. Write that down.
Or just click routes and then go to the drop down and click whatever game.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, whichever
do
game you
that
want to
too.
follow.
Yeah.
Whichever you
can
think looks
do both.
cooler. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really cool website that is made routes where you don't have the ability to RNG manipulate stats a lot more easier to speedrun.
So this backup kit I have is the one I use for marathons all the time. And you might think that I would know the stats of it, and yes, I don't remember. So I'm still gonna essentially do what you would normally do. I'm gonna like put the stats in. It's like I'm doing a run where I had my starter kit, and I didn't know. How fun.
Yeah, typically you'll see runners just capture the stats on the first few level ups, and that should give you enough to get a good enough IV range to figure out.
I do it till like level
later in the run.
13 or so, because it narrows down a lot of ranges that actually matter.
All right, so coming up is Youngster Calvin. We get to press tackle twice. Generally, ideally, we want to kill it in 2 turns, but it's a 90% chance.
I thought I would
mostly.
be more behind after having to launch another game.
Yeah. So fun fact here is this. What's tackle in this gen? Is it?
It's
40?
100%. It's 100%.
100% accurate.
Yeah, it's 100% accuracy for it's not.
It started in Gen
It's not
5, I
crazy
believe.
Gen 5 tackle where it's 50 base power. What were they thinking?
Yeah, and
the best move in the game.
Pre-Gen 5, tackle was historically one of the worst starter moves you could
It's
possibly
horrible.
get. But in this game, it's pretty good because it doesn't miss. And tackle being 95% accuracy is one of the things that helps make Sapphire and Emerald just terrible speedruns and really
Yep.
brutal RNG pain.
All right,
But this game is a bit more reasonable, but has some really bad stuff played.
563302.
Hey, at least we get to, go do.
6-3.
There's gonna be a fight where we get to deal with 10 pages of notes.
There is?
Yeah.
There is? What fight?
Chat will see later.
10 pages of notes. In this game? Oh, right. I forgot. We're switching to Colo halfway through. Did you not
Yeah.
mention that?
Totally.
One thing to point out with the movement here, so this is a remake of the Gen 3 games, but for just flat 2D. You can go cardinal directions. You cannot do that, or you can do that in this game, but you're going to see most of the time is the analog stick instead.
I don't analog stick for a good while.
And the what is it? It's not called an
The
analog
circle
stick.
pad.
The circle pad.
Circle
That's what
Circle
it's
pad.
called. Official Nintendo name, circle pad.
Fake fan.
I think it depends on the runner because I
yeah.
circle pad a lot of it, but some of it I will analog like out of comfort.
I circle pad like so I circle pad after the researcher like after Roxanne, and then I stopped circle padding again.
Also,
I circle pad in weird ways.
it's each runner has their kind of like unique style. I think it was mentioned that if you're circle padding, you're more likely. That's the thinking.
Yeah, I know there's some superstition. I don't know how much like thorough testing has been done for like if circle pad technically triggers more grass patches than you would with the D-pad and would potentially trigger more encounter chances, but also with the circle pad you can cut through the grass a lot cleaner a lot of the time and spend less time in the grass, so I don't know how that works out, but that's why you'll see a mix of both from the runners. And if you use the D-pad and you just were using the circle pad, you kind of snap back onto the 2D grid.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just really don't want to switch in between. Like, just stick with one.
Yeah.
Also, here's the cute Ralts that made you.
True. And there's Wally. He finally made it on frame. I love that for him. So we're going to learn how to catch Pokemon, a thing that we don't really do in this run. So, more donations.
Oh, yes, we definitely have some. Quick update on the bid war for Mudkip, though, is the gap between our first two top runners is increasing. So Bingus is still at $50, but Sean Bruh is up to $45. So Muddy Buddy is lagging behind a little bit, which makes me a little sad. But reading some of these donations that are coming in, we have $50 from Ronan and Araya that says, "Good luck, runners. May the RNG be with you." Also, hi, Etchy. Can we get a P?
I forgot Ralts had the little fins when I drew him. Whoops, I knew I forgot something.
You tried. It's cute.
I got his spindly little arms right, though, so. So in Emerald, there's actually a thing where if like the stats of the stats for the everything in this fight was random in Emerald, and then also it can crit, and so you can actually finish the fight early if everything lines up perfectly. Not possible in this game. This fight is completely scripted, so no 1 in a million time save for us.
It's
Isn't
literally
it one out of
Yeah, I don't think anyone's like recorded it happening in the speedrun.
Well, it's likely that it can't happen in the speedrun is the thing, because of the seed they
Oh
use.
right, yeah. All right, so gonna cut through the grass here, and we're on our way now to Rustboro City. Once again, kind of just cutting through the grass. You can't get an encounter in those 3 grass tiles, which was incredibly annoying. And now that I've said that, May's definitely going to get one.
Sanjan, how many encounters have you gotten?
0 or only 1.
I've had 3.
May on pace for her 6 average.
Let's go.
I'm saving here because even though like this Poochyena is a lot easier than in
It's still really
Ruby
bad.
Sapphire, it can be really bad.
Yeah, it's still one of the worst fights in early game for us here. This thing can just straight up knock out your Mudkip super easy. It has Tackle, Howl, Sand Attack. Is that all in this game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love a good old pocket sand.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Pocket Sand lowering your accuracy by 1 stage, so the first Pocket Sand will lower you to 75% accuracy, so your perfect tackle is no longer perfect. And that just means if you keep missing and you keep getting Sand Attack, and that Poochyena just keeps howling, which boosts its attack, then it's going to do some really, really heavy damage later.
Ideally, I tank it and Poochyena just does nothing. Also, ideally, I kill it in 4 hits.
Yeah,
Or
I
3
feel-
hits, but
I feel like you don't lose that often in this fight, but
A
then
little scary for Sand.
you definitely still do.
no, it's not scary.
Oh,
I'm
right, you did get
faster.
Sand Attack. I thought you did. No, you got double Howl into Tackle, yeah.
I'm also like the same speed.
Now will I die? I can't. My most misses in practice was 4, so let's hit a PB.
All right, so good, clean fight for Sanjan there.
Sand attack
Sand
turn
Attack
1.
turn 1 is
That's
not
pretty-
what you want to see.
That's pretty cool.
But the damage here for May is really good, so she only needs to hit 1 more time.
No,
Oh, never mind.
I definitely needed to hit twice. There's no shot. I've missed
All
once.
right. It's okay.
All right, we're out
All
of here. We're fine.
Totally
We're fine.
Totally
It's okay, you know.
fine.
You gotta make it exciting for the viewers.
Keep you on the edge of your seat.
Yeah.
775413.
Also, this spinner can be scary because you can get an encounter at the same spot, and when you get an encounter there, I don't know if the trainer spot resets, but I've been trolled by that place many times.
Yeah, you can be in a safe position when the battle triggers, and then when you get out of battle, the spinner's facing you, and it's just
No,
over.
that spinner doesn't even matter though, because if you hit him, you still get enough experience. You just lose 1 turn.
It's
Yeah,
like,
I think
that's
you
still
do.
time
I think you do a backup strat
No,
actually,
right?
right?
No, you just YOLO him. 4.
Oops. Yeah, I'm still on I've had pretty good luck.
I feel like if you stop, then the wilds have like time to gather around you while you're waiting, and then you always get an encounter. You just gotta go. You have to believe.
Sanjan here grabbing the TM for Echoed Voice, which is a newer move, not in the original games, and is one of the things that makes early games so much more palatable for our Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire runners. The Echoed Voice is, it has a mechanic that we're going to see again in an item later, but basically the more you use it, the more powerful it gets, and it can hit really, really hard.
We are not gonna see. Do they get? Wait, does your root get that now?
Echo
Oh,
Voice?
right. Sorry.
Metronome? That's
yeah,
E4 round
that's
2.
E4 round 2.
No. Yeah, that's E4 round 2.
I don't think you do it anymore in this game. I think we stopped doing metronome. Maybe I'm forgetting. I don't know. I haven't done E4 round 2 in a hot minute.
I've never ran E4 round 2 before, so...
So yeah, so Mudkip can learn the Echoed Voice, and you're going to use that to get through the second gym leader later. And it's one of the things that lets you just not have to fight a lot of extra trainers, and basically get through that entire gym as Mudkip, because in the older games, you're typically Marshtomp, and even as Marshtomp, the second gym is incredibly scary, and he's usually delayed as a result.
Because of a bug! It's very scary due to a bug, which I'll explain when we get there.
So this is an optional trainer, Sanjan fighting it for the experience.
Yeah, we wanted to get this extra experience for one of the fights that is extremely scary in the second gym.
A lot of it, too, is that we have enough, is that we evolve at the end of the museum. Because it makes the plus limb lining from very bad to absolutely free.
And then after this,
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. We're coming up on the first gym leader, Roxanne. She's not that scary from what I remember.
You can lose here if you get
can,
crit
yeah.
at like inopportune times, but it's generally not that bad.
It's generally
Pretty
free.
rare. That's why I'll show it for you today.
Yeah, the AI works differently in this game than it did back in the day, and this fight is just a lot less scary than it used to be.
In Emerald, Roxanne heals really early upon.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, also the way that she wants to be faster than you, so she'll stop using her best move once she's faster than you,
Yeah.
which, like, they intentionally made her AI bad, essentially. Otherwise, this fight would be an absolute nightmare.
I gotta give you a little fighting chance especially for first
I didn't look at
battle.
my stats, but I'm sure they're fine.
We're seeing an ability activate here on Sanjan's screen, Geodude's Sturdy.
Huh?
You're going to see that ability come up later in the run as well.
This is I've never seen this before.
Did you get the no rock?
I got the defense curl into heal.
Yeah.
But
So-
yeah, Sturdy just makes it so you can't one-shot something from full
And this
health,
is
so.
actually good here because we want to burn that heal on Geodude because we'll always essentially one-shot Geodude except for Sturdy. So then it saves time overall because she doesn't have the potion for the nose pass.
I am stunned actually right now. I've never seen it not. Okay, there's the rock tomb.
So yeah, even though Sanjan's Mudkip will obviously faint here to Rock Tomb, it's already slower, so at that point Nosepass will just use Tackle, which is significantly weaker than Rock Tomb.
That was a really fast Roxanne.
Yeah, I've never seen anything that fast before.
Oh, I got the Rock Tomb dodge.
Yo!
5%, baby. What is happening?
I don't know what's happening.
I
on
hope
my
I get
run.
crit by Rock Tomb though. That'd be
Very
funny.
funny fights.
Haha. 217646.
Alright, so now Nosepass coming out for May. Same idea, just spam Water Gun, and then because she's also getting delayed, Rock Tomb hopefully doesn't hit it too hard. Okay.
I did nothing.
I've actually never seen Roxanne go off script before with this kit. I don't even know what's happening.
If I get crit here, I die.
Marathon luck moment.
This is a marathon moment.
I got a heal. I did not get Sanjan's God fight. It's okay though.
Yeah, that's actually the fastest fight I've ever had.
Oh wow.
No joke.
PB Face?
Sanjan out here gold splitting.
That probably would. No, I don't know if that would have been a gold spit. Actually, it could.
You got one encounter, right?
Yeah.
979. Okay. What is this why is this my Mudkip? Why is this the one I kept?
It is a. Oh yeah, I should update everyone on the Mudkip. So, May's Mudkip is Rash, so that means plus special attack minus special defense nature, which just means the plus one is 10% more stats, the minus one is 10% less. Also has really high stats and everything else. For Sanjan, she doesn't have the. Do you know the nature?
No, but it's a minus special defense nature, which is actually fun
Yeah,
because
That's what you
I
don't
think
care
there's
about.
only one fight that I
Almost
half care about, but not really.
Yeah, defense ends up being more important for the Mudkip section. If you kept the Mudkip going longer, then special defense would probably matter a bit more.
I remember why this is my marathon mud kit, because I didn't want to make it like super good, but I also hate running slow mud kits.
I think the best nature is like naughty.
Yeah,
plus
Naughty's really good.
Attack's really good. And
Plus
and a lot of
speed,
run.
I wasn't paying attention. So this is the part where I do circle pad. Woo!
This is another optional trainer here that you're seeing. Sanjan fight. May is also going to fight this trainer.
Yeah,
I'm not fighting this.
I use mud. We use mud slap here because this Geodude has sturdy.
Yep. And again, that's just to make sure you get the evolution at the correct time later. And then after this, another fight with Team Aqua / Magna. So kind of going into the version differences again here, because it's still not going to matter for this fight, but it's going to start mattering pretty soon. As the Omega Ruby runner, Sanjan will be facing Team Magma for everything, and as the Alpha Sapphire runner, Corvimae will be facing Team Aqua for everything. They have a lot of implications and differences, namely Team Aqua is just more annoying.
This is Lax Mudkip.
Lax. Okay, so that's plus defense minus special defense, so
No.
totally okay.
So technically, I don't need to learn Rock Tomb because my Kip is fast, but I just learned it for safety. In Omega Ruby, you can afford to skip Rock Tomb since if you have like good enough stats, but
we fully cannot do it in this
Alpha
game
Sapphire cannot afford to do that
because we have
you need
no
it as
way.
attacks.
We have no way of defeating a Sharpedo without it.
Yeah, that's one of the big things with fighting Team Aquas. Sharpedos and Carvanas are just going to be all over the place, and you have to deal with them, and they're very annoying. Whereas that's just not going to be a problem for Sanjan. But she does have some other kind of annoying things, like a coughing later in the run that Corvimae doesn't have to deal with, but it's still less annoying than dealing with all.
Yeah, my
Corvimae.
Mudkip has actually like really solid stats, like solid attack and special attack.
Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah, it's like 20 IV plus for attack and special attack, and then speed's good enough.
You know what I think goes well with beating up Puchiana?
Not sand, pocket sand, thank you.
Donations.
All right, I have $10 from ZegP that says, very excited for the Oras run. My wife lost her little brother to mental illness almost 2 years ago. This was one of the games I would have loved to show him. This donation is in his memory. Good luck to the runners. Have fun. Greetings from Chile. We have $19 from Bram Hall V that says, question for our runners. Listen carefully before answering.
Oh boy.
Is
Oh, no.
Maine the northernmost state in the U.S.?
No.
There's your answer. We also have $20 from Edward Malice that says, for Muddy Buddy. Yes.
Muddy Buddy.
Buddy, buddy. Not Shambra.
Okay.
So this just another probably a good time to talk about spinners because we've already seen a few of them in the run. Trainers can spin sometimes. They can also walk around and run around and whatnot. But if a spinner just spins in place, we call it spinners. They are extra annoying in this game because the game kind of treats them differently than any other game, where their hitbox as they're like trying to start a battle with you carries through even while they're spinning.
Yeah.
So if they're like spinning, let's say from facing north to south, and they're going around like this way,
So it doesn't
If you're,
quite
like,
work
here-
like that.
they'll like see you and then stop and then like go fight you.
They can't see you on diagonals, but if they spin from like east to west, and like let's say they spin 180 degrees, looking straight left to looking straight right, and you're like downward, and then you're beneath them, like directly beneath them, they will spin all the way around and then snap back and then you
Yeah.
fight them. It's absolutely nonsense. It's really goofy, and I hope to not show it for you all today.
No, I was gonna say
There-
that
there's
explanation probably didn't make sense, so you should just show it.
There's an infamous trainer. I don't want to get hit by that infamous trainer, please.
The hiker.
Please,
Everyone has
RCS
hit the hiker
no.
in the funniest way in their runs at one point or another. It's really funny.
Like, if you don't know about it, when you start running this game, I've seen some people be like, do people know about this? I'm like,
It's a rite
Yeah.
of passage for new runners.
we're just gonna cutscene for a while, so keep them coming.
All right. So just as an update with our last donation about the bid war for Mudkip, we still have Bingus in the lead with $50, but Muddy Buddy is up to second place with $49. So thank you for your donations on that. Keep them coming. We have $10 from a Jaunty Peacock that says, donating to give positive energy for beating Hideki and to cancel out that positive energy by summoning Sheer Cold. It's a one-hit KO.
No.
Don't do this to me.
I hate this foreshadowing.
Don't do this to me.
But then we have $2 from Hideki that says, Hideki donating to bless Sanjan and Corvimae's luck in Brawly's gym.
Should I explain why that's so bad?
Yeah, you should. This
All right.
now's a good time.
So this game has a bug. So the way that trainers work is they all have like the trainer itself has like an IV value, and that is a number from 0 to 255 that determines what the IV. Hold on, I have to shop. Hold on, I can't think and talk.
Oh yeah, we should note that off the Sapphire generally does an earlier menu or earlier shop because they need supplies like right away.
Yeah, because we're suffering. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's a number from 0 to 255, and it determines what the IVs are across the board for all of the trainers' Pokemon. But there's a bug. So they input all, like in the game, all of the IVs for all the trainers are set for the five most significant bits, but they accidentally use the 5 least significant bits. So trainers just have IVs that are all over the place. Like Elite 4 trainers are way easier than they're supposed to be, and then this random black belt Hideki has like 28 or I think it's 25 or 28 IVs across. That's the last possible tile for an encounter, baby. Let's go. Across the board.
I feel like May's been cursed.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
That's 5. So this random trainer is like way harder than it was like supposed to be, and so it destroys us. There's nothing, no matter how good your Mudkip is, Hideki can just decide your run is over if he's not feeling nice to you today.
Yeah, and the only way we can kind of get through it is with this Echo Voice attack. As you're seeing here, each one is doing more damage. The more you use it, the better it gets. And it's the only way you can get through this Mudshop without having to evolve into Mudkip early, which would take a tremendous amount of time with modern EXP scaling and the amount of training that you have to fight.
Oh my god, why did I press that?
You're just showing the viewers
Yeah.
what this is supposed to be like. So here's Hideki, the terrifying trainer. Yeah.
You're
Who's
already
excited
on
for
Hideki?
I love Hideki!
Oh my god, I'm so far behind.
You have to shop early, man.
But I also got 9 encounters, 5, but whatever. Who's counting? I am.
Might is right. Let's go.
Might is right.
So yeah, the strat here is basically you just spam Echoed Voice and pray.
Yeah,
You can use super potions if you have them to try to bail yourself out, but you'd still lose even if you do that. So.
You don't always lose if it happens. There are situations where it's fine, but it's still pretty sad.
Yeah.
It just takes forever and loses a bunch of resources.
Wow, okay.
Oh, that's a pretty bad
no.
start. So now, basically just hoping to not get hit, and also if you do get hit, to not get knocked out here. It does have a chance to kill.
And he does
Narrowly dodged
Oh.
it and gets the 3
No,
shot.
I
You're
need-
also not guaranteed the 3 shot too.
I
so
really needed you to die there. That was...
It's okay. You'll get first try too, man.
My Mudkip special attack is very good,
Yeah.
so like it was very likely.
Yeah, with bad Mudkips, you might even have like a 30% chance of even just beating this
I think
guy.
the lowest we accept is like 46.8% for the 3
Yeah.
shot. So yeah, that sounds about right when you put it all together.
It's tough.
I love being attacked a million times by this Meditite. Oh yeah, also the other fights are bad too, because they can
Yeah.
just like detect and stuff, which loses time. And then they can also confuse you. 10% chance for confusion to confuse.
Yeah, you can pretty much just die anywhere in this gym.
Yeah, and you have no way to heal confusion at this point in the game too,
Yeah.
so really bad if that happens.
Yeah, you just have to
simply
hope.
must hit through it.
Please stop using confuse.
All right, May coming up on Hideki now.
What if I don't save?
You should save.
That'll give me back some time though. Think about it.
Where do you end up when you get knocked out here, by the way?
I saved when I entered the gym.
Oh, that's still bad. But
No, it's still-
the point I was making is you get sent all the way back home if you get knocked out here.
I hate this gym.
Have positive vibes, positive energy. That's how you get through this.
I believe in you, May.
Yeah.
Don't.
All right, foresight
The
turn 1 is
audience
good.
believes in you. Chat believes in you. Looking good so far.
All right,
Easy.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, so this is what you want
I think
to see
this
in the
might
fight.
be a range still, but no. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, so it has focus energy, which
Yeah, it was still a range
makes
with
it
this kid.
50-50 to crit all of its attacks.
I keep forgetting.
So you want to see that focus energy as late as possible. You still want to see it because it's better than getting attacked. And then, yeah, Foresight does basically nothing, so May getting the perfect fight there.
I always save after this one when I'm doing marathon runs, just because you can lose here still. You can lose in every fight here.
Yeah.
It's just less likely. But
Yep.
then if you lose on this one, then you gotta do Zeki again, which stinks.
So you'll notice that I took off the silk scarf for
Oh, right.
Brawly.
We didn't even talk about the Silk Scarf.
Oh yeah, so the silk scarf raises the type or the normal damage by I think
20%.
20%. So it combined with
Specifically, I believe it increases
Echo
the base
Voices.
power of normal type moves
Yeah.
by 20%.
it combines with Echo Voice is just really good. But you'll notice I actually intentionally took it off because I actually want to build up an Echo Voice that hits on Machop rather than Makuhita, because Makuhita has some
Well, they also
pretty troll stuff.
they have knockoff.
Yeah.
And knockoff in this game does an absolutely ridiculous amount of damage. They buffed it tremendously. It used to be like super mid and largely a utility move, and this game it's like 60 base damage, then it's doubled if it knocks something off. It's so good in Gen 6.
Yeah, then it became a good and really powerful competitive move and very useful.
Okay, crit
Oh
hit.
wow, that's really good. Yeah, normally this Makuhita doesn't get knocked out and then has to heal and then it
But you get the crit?
gets extra turns.
Yeah, I got a crit.
God, I wish that was me.
Nice.
Sanjan's having a really good run.
Yeah,
this
doing
is,
really
this is
well.
actually like a really good run. I've made a lot of many mistakes, but my looks has just been pretty good. But there's still a lot that can happen.
Yeah, it's definitely not over.
The fun don't stop.
The fun never stops.
It never stops with Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, especially Alpha Sapphire.
So Sanjan's now gonna go talk to Steven Stone and learn about Kyogre and Groudon, mostly Groudon. And I'm just gonna fight Brawly, which means it'd be an excellent time if there's anything that our lovely host would like to share with us.
Sure. We have a $100 donation from Connor with no comment. So thank you so much for sending those donations in. Even if there's no comment on them, we really appreciate them. Every cent of your donations goes straight to Nami. Comment, no comment, big dollar, little dollar, anything you can donate helps, and we really appreciate it. A quick update on our bid war for Mudkip. We've had a bit of an upset. Beef Bro is now in the lead with $100, followed by Bingus with 50.
All right, the heat is on. You're running out of time
Yeah.
to do this, by the way.
I'm approaching Slateport, which is where
Yeah.
the name Raider is.
Are you gonna do it before museum or after museum?
After museum.
Okay, so you have
You have a little bit more time,
Yeah, a
but
little
still
bit more
not a
time.
lot.
Yeah.
Get those donations in.
so get them in. Time runs out on you.
And we can still do a few more donations if you have some more.
Oh yeah. Keep them coming.
We love plot.
I don't have any more donations at the moment because I'm sure everybody's getting ready to try to snipe that Mudkip name.
typing,
But
they're
I
getting ready.
do just kind of want to remind everybody of one of our partners, the Yeti. RPG Limit Break is proud to once again partner with the Yeti to bring you 6 awesome t-shirts that are now available. Head over to theyeti.com/RPG Limit Break to take a look at the designs, pick up the ones you want, and know that $5 from every t-shirt purchased will be donated to Nami. Remember, the Yeti is spelled YETEE. Theyeti.com/RPGLB.
I need to cop one of those gummy ship ones.
The gummy ship
Speaking of
one's
gummy
really
ship,
good.
do you know when we might be able to see one of those?
Yeah, I'm playing Kingdom Hearts on Saturday.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I'll also
Pokemon.
be there for that.
But yeah,
Huh, that was like a layup.
I'm here to talk about this run. One thing to notice here is that Sanjan did get 2 encounters. Wow.
Unlucky.
Incredibly unlucky. So the encounter right here is actually not that high.
Oh, hey, yeah, bro.
So at the high end, what you'll see runners do is just not repel here, so they don't have to pick it up and waste time.
We do in this game because we do that early shop anyways.
Yep.
So
So not a big deal for
you
May
can
do
skip
that.
it if you don't need to heal.
Yeah, so,
But-
so also the thing about the grabbing the super repel early is it also depends on your Mudkip stats. Like, if my Mudkip is really slow, then I will always get it just because you can't escape from the Zubats,
Right.
and it's a pretty fun time. But I believe if you get 1 encounter, like you break even.
Yeah.
But 2, you just lose time. So that was unlucky, bad
I want
RNG.
to say Poke Guy just like ran through this cave like 100 times and figured this out.
Yeah, I think he just YOLO'd it one time, and then I was like, hey,
Hey,
that
it
actually worked out. Yeah. Because, yeah, there's a super repel you can get, but it's pretty far away. It's on the opposite side of town. You still have to go through, like, a loading screen, too. So not super worth it. Here's Sanjan getting the Soft Sand, which is the same thing as the Silk Scarf, except for ground moves, so we're going to get a 20% boost to our ground moves. And Mudkip's about to become a ground type pretty soon, which means we're going to do a lot of damage very fast.
Yeah, so I'm also going to grab here the PP up for safety. You can, at the high end, runners will skip this if they have good enough Mudkip stats.
Not in this game.
But yeah, you can't do that in Alpha Sapphire. Geez, we shouldn't be bringing down Alpha Sapphire like this. It's still a great game.
Look. In the final act, we're gonna surf faster, so it's impossible to say which game is better.
Also true. You'll get to see that later.
Yeah, you're gonna see that in about 2 hours.
There's a short time away from now. Again, that's
Any
so much
moment
time to get in
now.
those donations.
Exactly. If you like Kyogre, donate. If you like Groudon, though, also donate.
If you want to name Mudkip Kyogre.
If you don't like
donate.
either, donate and let us know.
So we're coming up on the museum now, and this is the first section where we're actually seeing the difference of the two games in terms of Team Aqua versus Team Magma fights. Fun fact, if you don't have the money here, they still let you in.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is not the case in the original game.
I think it is.
Pretty sure
I
it's
think
not.
it is.
Pretty sure you can soft lock yourself.
Okay.
I swear I've seen a video on this. If I'm wrong, donate and
Yeah, donate and correct.
Yeah, donate and correct us.
So on the Team Aqua side, I know it's a Zubat and a Carvana. On the Team Magma side, I believe there's a Numel.
A Numel and a Zubat.
And a
Zubat.
Yeah.
Numels are, this cute little mini camel. Well, it's weak to water.
Yeah, it kind of gets
attacks,
melted
so.
by water,
Yeah.
so much easier time here for Sanjan.
yeah, museum in this game is really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you see the
Watch out.
Carvanas and Torpedoes, scary.
Can I go ahead and jump in here for a second?
Yes.
Please
Sure.
do.
All right, so we have $40 from Hideki that says win.
Yeah, that's right. Get wrecked.
And what that does, though, is it changes the bid war again. Beefro's
God.
now in
Oh,
the lead,
wow.
up to $125. And now Win is in second place with $59. This completely changes the game, everybody.
But
You got a limited amount of time. I'm going through the museum pretty fast.
Yeah, so if you are hoping to snipe it at the last second, you've got to get those donations in now.
you got
Got it.
like a minute.
Yeah, I do the shopping
minutes,
and then I'll
maybe?
go to the.
Oh yeah, there's a shop. You're like 2 minutes.
Oh, that's enough time to get those donations in.
That's what I'm saying.
So yeah, that's all Sanjan has to do here for the museum.
Don't
now
press
we get
B.
Marsh Tomp. Yeah, dude, this is
Don't
the
press
hardest
B.
part of the run. We call it Don't Press B. All you have to do is don't press B, because it's really bad. It's not the end of the world if you do, but it forces you to do an extra fight as Mudkip where you really
We
want to
really don't want to be in. Yeah.
So Marsh Tomp's main thing is that it is not just a water type, but it is also a ground type, which means one of the main types that you're going to run into in this next like 30 minutes is electric. Electric no longer is a weakness for you because you are ground type. And you also get the Mud Shot attack, which is going to be your new like main attack. One, because it's a physical
For
move.
one fight,
Oh, right. Well, no, because you get
we get Bulldoze.
Bulldoze. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a ground type, so it gets the 50% damage boost because you're also a ground type Pokemon. And it is a physical move, so it's just going to outclass Water Gun in situations where you're not like hitting for weakness.
All right, come on, hit the
Water
range. Hit the
ground-
range.
The water ground is like
Yeah.
an amazing type for
Water Ground
speed run.
is so busted specifically for this game too.
Fun
'cause
fact.
you just destroy this like next section of the game.
However, Mudkip is the only starter that is 4 times weak to another starter when fully evolved.
Yeah, and we'll see that. That definitely won't be relevant later. Actually, never mind.
It can be for slow.
It can be. It can be if you're
I'm
slow,
joking. I'm joking.
or depending on how risky you want to play
Yeah.
play it. But it shouldn't be a problem because
That was a solid museum. I know I get to play Don't Press B.
Yeah. Don't press B. Don't do it.
don't do it.
She's thinking about it. I can see it. She wants to. Yeah. No, don't do it.
Don't do it. Pressing the button is bad. I know buttons are fun, but not in this case.
Okay.
Oh, dang it.
Woo!
That did not feel good to do that.
Yeah, I don't know
I
why you
like
did
10
that.
step every
Yeah.
muscle.
So shopping here.
Oh my goodness. This thing is cursed because like if you like actually mash it at a bad time, it just opens that thing.
Yeah, it's an annoying part of this game is the reliance on the touchscreen means sometimes that happens. But we're gonna sell the extra stuff that Sanjan bought, and we're gonna buy a lot of different things here. One of the big things is obviously Sewer Potions, but more importantly, all these X items. X items are items that can be used in battle to increase the stats of your Pokemon for the rest of the battle as long as it remains out. So if you switch out, it goes away. Each X item in this game only boosts by 1 stage. In the later games, it boosts by 2 stages. Basically, just means a 50% boost to your stat, whatever you use it on. And that's going to be pretty relevant. And you'll see the common Pokemon speedrun strat, which is set up a lot of X items and then sweep the rest of the team. And
So we're gonna
They-
need the
they enable you to
nickname
do
here for Mudkip.
oh yeah,
All right, just doing one final refresh. You are going to get Beef Bro for your Mudkip with
Beef Bro.
$125. Thank you so much for your donations, everybody.
Can I get the spelling for it?
Yes, capital BEEF, space capital BRO.
Beef Bro.
Yep, Beef Bro.
I'm gonna need the second place in about 30 seconds. Man, you might just want to call it now, honestly.
Okay, so somebody did snipe at the last minute. We had
Oh.
Sean Bruh come in with $69 total.
Sean, bruh.
Sean,
Okay.
Bruh.
This is a reference to our buddy Sparkle.
Yeah, shout out to
Shout out to Sparkle.
Sparkle. Awesome Pokemon speedrunner.
Yeah, what's the spelling on it?
Capital SEAN, capital BRUH.
I got you. Don't worry about it.
My notes are so messed up right now. What the heck? We're gonna do.
Yeah, the tricky thing here is the amount of items you get vary based on your stats. So it is kind of stat dependent, and you need to make sure you buy the right items. Otherwise, you might be in trouble later.
That is the worst I've ever shopped, but I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, like
I'm
the
like worried about that shopping
The
because.
shop menu is pretty precise because we need to have enough money to afford.
Wait, where do I go for
gold.
this
Down,
guy?
no.
Nah, it's right
Right
there.
there.
Yeah. All right, what's second? So second for the Sean, bro. Is it?
Yeah, it's just capital S, capital B, one word.
All right. Marshtomp. Rate.
Sanjan here learning about contests, which we will not be doing at all.
There's actually a speedrun
So
for
it's
contest.
SEAN cap
B.
BRUH like
Yes.
that. Cool.
And can I read the donation that sent that into the second place mission?
Please do.
Sure.
That came from I Rock This with a donation of $24 that just said, Sean Bruh, Groudon greater than Kyogre. Also, can Etchy pet the Latis?
Oh, of course. There's 3 of them. I have to be very careful here.
I don't have a giant Latios. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's because I'm
Oh,
biased.
they're falling. I'm sorry, Latios.
Hey. Okay, let's
My
have,
Latios.
let's have a little respect here. Speaking of Latios and Latios, the naming fun doesn't end here. We in fact have another incentive for naming the Latios and Latios. Once again, we'll take the top 2, so the heat will be on.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want those lost Mudkip names to come back.
Yeah, if your
donate.
Mudkip one didn't go through, now's the time.
And just a quick update on those. We still only have 2 names for them. We have Wednesday and Charlotte. So, as they
Wow.
suggested, if you want any of those lost Mudkip names, that's your opportunity.
I get dibs on Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday
That's my
is,
cat's name.
Yeah.
Also, these plus Tuna Mine have Spark, and because we're immune to Spark, they just don't do anything.
Yeah, this fight's very bad if you're a Mudkip, but if you're not a Mudkip, all this fight does is annoy you because they just like spam switcheroo and eat berries and stuff, and it's just a waste of time. But if you get through the fight, you're fine. One thing to note too, because it's happened a few times already, but critical hits, they changed how they work in this game, but it's still not the way modern crits work. So in this game, they nerfed the critical damage, right? I'm just remembering. It's either the rate or the damage. May you know this.
The rate, no, it's the damage. The damage.
It's the damage, okay, yeah,
Gen
yeah.
7's when they set the rate to 1 in 24.
Right,
In this
right.
game, it is 1.5 times damage, 1 in 16.
Yeah, so in the old games, it used to be double crit damage and then 1 in 16 for crit rate. In this game, it is still 1 in 16 crit rate, which is awful and the worst thing ever. But at least the crits only do 1.5 times
Hey,
damage.
sometimes you crit, and that's pretty cool. Sometimes.
Sure, but yeah, I mean, it's the difference between losing your run to getting crit versus saving a little bit of time to.
But saving time
Critting
saves time.
something.
Have you considered this?
Yeah, also this is Rival 2.
Yeah.
Pretty straightforward fight. I think the worst thing that can happen is Slugma burning you, and if you have bad stats, but since I have great stats, this fight is generally pretty free.
Yeah, with good stats and playing safely, it's totally fine. The risky version of this fight involves letting Grovyle hit you, and if it chooses the move, I think Mega Drain.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it chooses Mega Drain, which is 25% to do, because the AI it's not like the smartest AI where it's just gonna always go for the move that knocks you out.
I believe it's random AI, so
It
it's
is,
like a
yeah.
25%
Yeah,
chance.
so 25% chance to use that move, and no matter what your stats are, because you're 4x weak to that Mega Drain, that grass move, you just lose. So,
Which I might be playing some Brendan Roulette here.
really?
Yeah, because it's a range.
Oh, fun.
No.
I
Yeah,
gotta-
for me, I have really good special attacks, so it's not a range.
Yeah, if your special attack's too bad, it's still a chance to, again, range just means a chance to knock out, basically.
Well, that's like, here, can you explain the damage formula for us?
Sure, numbers, but more importantly, every attack is basically a 16-sided die roll for how much damage it does. Sanjan just getting through the Grovyle, no problem there because of the setup being all done on the Slugma. But yeah, so it's a 16-sided die roll, and there's like a low end and a high end of it, and then a bunch of numbers in the middle. There's a lot of repeat numbers typically in those damage calcs, but basically if say like something's a 1 in 16 range, that means you need the maximum roll, that 1 in 16 value, a 1 in 16 chance to one-shot the opponent.
Yeah, generally we will never play for 1 out of 16 because that's like the extreme low or high end.
You will see
You'll
runners.
play to not get 1 in 16,
Yeah.
but you will
Or
not play
crit.
to
You play to not get 1/16 for a crit.
Yeah, you'll see runner if a runner ever says, okay, I got to go for the crit here, then something really bad
Yeah,
happened. Then they
you're
are
in dire
very-
straits
they are
then.
desperate.
Yeah, they are desperate times, desperate measures.
Exactly. So this spinner is kind of hard to see here, but gets through no problem. And now we are in Maulville, except it's not the normal Maulville from the old games. It is Maulville, I guess.
That was
It's
the
new
nicest
Maulville,
slug.
I thought.
What?
I thought it's new Maulville.
Yeah, it's new Maulville.
New Maulville.
Also, we grabbed those
Maulville.
leopard berries.
That's why I
'cause
called it Maulville.
We grabbed these leopard berries. They'll be useful for a lot, much later.
Yeah, the leopard berries there are super, super nice that this game just gives you all those for free. They're essentially just ethers, so 10 PP to whatever move you choose. You can use them outside of battle as well, even though they are berries.
I hit the range, we're fine.
All right, it's very important I say no because if not, this will be awkward.
And now we're
Oh,
gonna
you
get
have
the
to
bike.
plant the berries.
No, I meant my repel
Oh, yeah.
because
Yeah,
we buy exactly like the amount of repels that we just need to get through like the first part until max repels are unlocked.
Did you
Yep.
grab the safety revive?
Nope.
All right, I'll skip it.
Shopping is pretty tight in this game, mainly because we're about to buy Bulldoze, which
I-
is $10,000.
I basically like replace like revives with just saves because
That's
I
fair.
get to save in a lot of places and it's generally pretty quick.
Yeah. Yeah, saving in this game is incredibly... This is the first gen where saving got really, really fast. So we're buying Bulldoze here. Bulldoze is awesome. It is a 60 power ground move that cannot miss,
And it lowers their speed.
and it lowers speed. Or so it's not that... Is it perfect accuracy or is it just 100 accuracy?
It's 100
It's
accuracy.
100 accuracy.
Yeah.
Okay, which effectively means it's not going to miss because you're not going to see that much sand later.
It's not gonna miss unless like you get sand.
I don't
Yeah.
think is there any time we get sanded after this?
I can't remember.
I don't think.
You
I think
messed
it might be unbelievably rare.
Yeah, so the other thing too is it also is a multi-hit move, so if you use it in double battles, which will be relevant soon, it hits multiple Pokemon.
Also, we get a bike here. I did a bunch of menus here to equip the soft sand and then equip the bulldoze and then put on the mock bike and turn off the EXP share because EXP share is lame for speedrunners and
Yeah, it doesn't matter for a while, but it's just the best time to do it.
yeah. Also, we go zoom with mock bike. Thankfully, it's the first choice, or else that'd be probably the hardest menu in the menu for
Yeah, he
me.
talks a lot.
Yeah, Mach Bike is a lot easier to use in this game than the original games. It's still very fast, but not nearly as breakneck, and because you have full 3D control, it's a lot more flexible. You're not just going in straight lines.
So we're not doing acro bike percent. And so, yeah, at this point, we're just gonna bulldoze through the electric gym. Heyo! So we got some donations. It might be a good time for a few of those.
Sure, we have $10 from A.E. Smith 1313 that says, good luck to both runners, but cheering on my fellow Octopath enthusiast, Sanjan, tonight. We have an $8.20 donation from The Burning Hunter. Here's $8.20 for my favorite Pokemon, Magneton.
I love Magnemite line.
Also, was I the only one out there to nickname them Magnet Man after the Mega Man 3 boss? And I just want to kind of remind everybody, you may have noticed talk about incentives and prizes, and this means you get to vote with your wallet to name characters, specifically Nyx, Latios, and Latias. You could get our runners to complete difficult or ridiculous tasks, or help them pick which story you get to see in certain games. You can also become eligible to win prizes donated by the community members, and all the donations go to NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness. For more information, check out the channel bio for a link to the 2023 tracker.
I almost said no to Wally.
What are both of your favorite Pokemon, by the way?
I like Mantine.
Like do you know the dex number for it?
I did at one point. Is it? Oh no!
2 something?
It's 2 something. It's like 2. Oh, I'm such a fraud. It's not 224, is it?
I don't know.
It's like in the 200s.
I missed the
about you,
13,
Sanjan?
16.
My
one
favorite
current.
Pokemon is Tyranitar.
Do you know the number for that?
248.
All right, so those. Okay,
I'm pretty
so,
sure.
If you like either of those Pokemon, my favorite Pokemon is. I also don't know the numbers, so now I don't want to say it anymore.
I'm the only real Tyranitar fan, apparently. Real
Real
Pokemon.
Pokemon fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Arcanine. People can look up what the dex numbers are, but if you need an inspiration for how much to donate, you can use that as a guideline. It can take you the dex number of your favorite Pokemon. Donate that through and help support Nami, a great cause. We would really appreciate it.
Yeah, we're literally just bulldozing through the gym.
You can't get hit by electric moves,
Yeah.
so nothing bad happens here.
Yeah, the only bad thing that can happen is Watson, and that's like really niche scenarios.
Right,
and
right.
like, I did have a run die to Watson once actually.
What
Was,
is the bad thing that can happen?
So you can get confused by if you're a beginner, you'll probably like X speed, but I won't be going for those strats.
You don't do the X speed?
No.
No, I do.
You just called me a beginner.
Yeah, I'm a beginner.
Hey, no judgment,
A little trash talk
I mean-
between our competitors.
Hey, when I run this game like for a good time, like I go for extra. We base like Omega Ruby runners, like we basically
Yeah,
run minimal. Like I would not have these super potions or anything like that.
This is very much a version difference thing where like Alpha Sapphire mindset is just try to get to Latios as often
Yeah,
as possible
exactly.
because Latios
Never
is gonna
happens.
reset your run 90% of the time anyway.
Yep.
Whereas so yeah, that's the other main version difference that's gonna come up soon. Not super soon, but soon. Is the legendaries that you get in mid game. So unlike the original games, you get a free legendary Pokemon after you get Surf. You get Latios or Latios depending on the version you play. And Latios, as if you watch the interview, as May explained, Latios is just much better, just has slightly higher offensive stats. Latios is built more defensively, which does not help you in a speedrun where typically only offense matters. In a lot of speedruns, a lot of Pokemon speedruns, you'll just see like glass cannons be kind of the main Pokemon because it turns out high speed, good offense, kind of gets through everything.
Yeah, you still have high speed, and your offense isn't even bad. It's just not quite good enough.
Yeah.
And a lot of the problem is that we're fighting water types. We don't have good tools for dealing
Yeah,
with them.
I think Latias and Omega Ruby like would still do pretty good because camera ups.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, I like. This. It's unfortunate that they're not switched because like you don't need the extra power in Omega Ruby. Really.
Yeah.
Right.
It would make the games a lot more like the mid game of the two games a lot more at parity, I guess. And also it would keep the blue theme.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they had to flip it to balance it.
Hmm.
Oh, there's a confusion.
Oh, there's a little confusion. I believe Voltorb coming up next year learns Sonic Boom, which deals always 20 damage. And if I get incredibly lucky, I will die. But let's hope that's not the case. Anything can happen. This is Pokemon.
Okay, charge.
Nice.
Fine.
Totally fine.
Confusion is a 50% chance to hit yourself, which means it happens to me 8 times in a row every time.
Yeah, it got changed, I believe, in Gen 8.
Yeah, Gen 8 they lowered it to 30%.
Yeah,
Thank God. Horrible status effect.
very annoying.
So that is 3 gym badges now for Sanjan. May also not too far behind, fighting Watson as we speak, about to initiate the fight. And
Yeah,
again,
I-
he's going to use the X speed, so no chance for a confusion.
I could
here.
skip the X speed. I don't want to be a beginner. I feel
You gotta do it for the content.
I'm feeling.
That's a good
You're
point.
winning. What do you mean?
You gotta do it for the content and the catch up.
It is time save.
Yeah.
Not if I hit myself 8 times. If I hit myself once, it's not time save.
I'll donate $5 every time you hit yourself if that happens.
All right.
There's your
No,
motivation.
Alright,
I'll
I've been
match
motivated.
that. I will match that. $5 each time
Yeah.
any one of us gets hit.
Okay,
Hits
sure, yeah.
ourselves with confusion.
Yeah. Let's do it.
For the whole run?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
We got plenty of places where you get confused, so it's good content.
And if anybody in chat wants to continue to match those donations, that's
mean,
an
I would.
excellent idea.
I wouldn't complain.
So we're finally using the HM Rock Smash here. HM
Oh, I
is
dodged
very much a thing
Supersonic.
in this game. Very nice.
So
Nice.
free.
There you go. We're gonna get rid of Echoed Voice, sadly, but Rock Smash here, very important, and is also a move you could use potentially. So, thing to note with Rock Smash is here, sometimes you get random encounters off them. We'll see if Sanjan gets one here. Yay!
There,
You get the
that's your
encounter?
cue, May. Yep, I got the encounter.
So is that we're at 4?
I'm at like 3 or 4.
Yeah, because you had 1 and
Yeah.
then 2 and
Whatever that cave is.
I'm at 5. So you're catching up.
Hopefully there's no more then. And do you Rock Smash again?
Yes, I will, because there's like 2 alternate routes. Generally, Omega Ruby is likely more to go there because we sometimes like there's an extra X defense for safety that we will get because we can't buy we literally only buy one. That's That's like,
Well, you can grab it early.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. You can also grab it early.
Yeah, it's called backwards movement. I think it's more fun, so that's why I do it. It
I-
is technically slower if you get the optimal RNG, but if you don't get the optimal RNG, then it's faster. It's faster on average to do backwards movement.
I am a bad person and I can't do that, so I will be doing the. I will be taking the RNG route because I enjoy RNG and
I also find that it's easier to like predict the spinners with backwards movement. So that's another reason why I like it.
Yeah.
and also gotta give me a chance to come back.
True. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm also taking the save here because this next trainer coming up can suck if you get paralyzed.
Sanjan also grabbing the person berries there. Very useful for curing confusion. So we'll see those become relevant later.
All right.
Yeah, this trainer, his whole gimmick is he likes to paralyze you.
I got
Or no, not
pearl.
paralyze you.
Aw.
What's his gimmick specifically? It's
Makuhita like hurts really bad and
That's
I think has knockoff.
yeah.
You're thinking. You're right.
It is paralyzed.
It is paralyzed
Okay.
because there's Dragon Breath and then there's.
Right. Every Pokemon has a move to paralyze you. So,
Yeah. Like generally at Light Tech
Called-
isn't a problem, it's mainly Bagon.
It's called getting T-padded.
Yeah, you can get Dragon Breath from the Bagon. It's most likely where you're gonna get paralyzed here.
Shout out to T-Pat, another great
T-Pat has died in that fight so many times. For a while, I was like convinced, even though it's the same fight, I was convinced it's better in Alpha Sapphire because I swear it happens. Like that fight is worse for
That was a good two-shot.
Omega Ruby
Yeah,
runner.
That was
I-
a really bad first roll, and then the second roll.
Ooh,
Yeah,
strong there.
I think I got like 1 out of 16.
I'm bonking on everything.
And, like I've never seen it do that low with like decent attack, so
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah, again, that's the nature of the 16-sided die roll that I was talking about. Sometimes you can roll really low, sometimes you roll pretty high. So getting the both kind of extreme ends there for Sanjan.
Yeah,
Alright.
we use an X attack here just because Makuhita always tends to fake out, and we want to one-hit it.
Normally-
Fake out will flinch you, so.
Historically, I did not save it this fight, but I did die to it in practice. So for the first time in like forever.
Okay, you're allowed to save. You save time on Watson, so
That's true.
Yeah, you
basically
say,
net neutral.
yeah,
Save time to save.
There you go.
Save
I don't-
time for save time.
yeah.
There we go.
Fun cutscene here where you have to I don't want,
Yay.
We learned about secret bases. Yay! Exclamation point.
Yay. Yeah, if you want to donate and you don't know a donation message, I think this man here will have one for you in just a little bit.
Yeah, if you want a donation message or even
I
to
got-
name,
Bitten is fine.
Or something. Yeah, it's a
yeah,
name. Lost
name
Code
them
Lost.
Yay.
But no exclamation points, just yay.
Is it?
It's
no,
just yay.
Yeah, no exclamation point.
That's so not yay. That's so like not happy.
It's pretty yay,
Yeah, it's just yay.
but it's not yay.
It's what I say when I'm totally thrilled.
When
Yeah,
you're
me
totally
too. Me
thrilled.
too.
I like that. That's what they thought to put for like the neutral, or it's like to give you as like your message to start out with, so you can put your own.
I love
Very
secret.
fun.
I love doing secret bases.
Secret
like-
bases are really cool.
Yeah.
I miss secret bases.
I love them so much in the original games. I spent so much time with them, even though I had no one to like show them to. I'd still spend all my time on it.
That's I'm like, I wish they were in. I wish you could still do underground bases.
That you
Well, you
can
can-
in BDSP.
You can.
Yeah.
They're
I'm
not
like,
really.
They're not really the same.
They're that you instead fill them with statues to generate specific spawns.
Yeah.
So yeah, here's a lot of heavy movement section. A lot of back-to-back Brendan stopping you to heal you as well.
You know
I think
what?
this is the last free heal we get, and
Yeah.
then I have to actually care about my bulldoze count unless I want to waste time.
Yeah, we
But-
saw in the last Brendan encounter too. He gave you the HM for strength. That'll be pretty useful later. Strength also, beyond just being an HM move for pushing boulders, a pretty useful move, pretty strong move.
So we're going through a couple trainers here. It's not likely we kill a strip hinge, but I think in my practice I've actually been over 50% to kill it. Pretty lucky.
Yeah, this thing can like dig and lose time, so not ideal, but it can't like end your run or anything. Just one of those annoying time. Yeah, there it is. Sorry, I said it. I spoke it into existence.
Oh, did you dig?
Yeah. And obviously you outspeed it, so you
Yeah.
just have to waste a turn.
There is no attack you can have that makes it a guaranteed range. As far as I
Tough.
remembered.
Yeah, Marshtomp being the way it is, it also just doesn't have good water moves until you get surf.
Which we don't reuse.
Yeah.
Yeah. we only use it for
They use it for
one
one
fight.
fight, yeah.
True, that's true.
Actually, no, I don't think May uses surf at all in Alpha Sapphire.
No, we do. For
tank, right?
for Southern Island, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah!
Oh, I thought you guys skip it because of Sharpedo.
Nah, it's still worth doing.
Oh, I see.
Wait, do we? No, we bulldoze. You're right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you led me astray.
Me when I
It's
lie.
okay. There's these notes are long, you know. Like memorizing them is a task.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I've not run this game in like at least a year, maybe 2 years, so I'm a little crusty.
So we're just gonna do some movement and fight some like random trainers until we get to a terrible or a fight that can be really bad for me. So if you got donations, hit us up.
All right. I would like to say that a time save is a time save 100% of the time. Just keep that in mind, everybody. That's your top tip for the day. We have $36.36 from MS Tang that says 363 for Spiel. Ooh. We also have $83 from D-Last that says donating $83 for my favorite Pokemon number 83 Farfetch'd. Great Oris run and great marathon. Money goes to Barrett Date in Final Fantasy VII Remake. If you also need donation ideas, if going with favorite Pokemon, not that mine was asked, Mudkip is my favorite Pokemon, number 258, so you could do $25.80 if you'd like, and that would get you in for a bunch of prizes that are available only till the end of this race. So for example, like the Bowser Iron-On patches, the Final Fantasy IX Steam Key, Final Fantasy sticker sheets, Team Magma, Team Alpha patches, World of Final Fantasy Steam Key, and the Zidane and Garnet Perlers. Those get you in with a $5 minimum donation, so if you have like a low Gen 1 Pokemon that's your favorite, that's fine too. But if you get a $10 minimum donation in, you can have your chance to win the Pokemon Paldea Evolved Elite Trainer box.
Sanjan taking this trainer very slowly and safely because hitting that trainer is very bad.
You want to talk about that trainer?
Yeah, I've hit that trainer in a marathon race where I was racing May, and it sent me all the way back to my home.
You lose like
Back in
8
Little
minutes.
Root. Yeah, it was really
Wait,
fun.
Probably the single worst fight to die to in the entire game.
Yeah, because it has revenge, so
Oh
you can't one-shot
no.
it. So if it chooses to use revenge randomly, then you just lose.
I play it really carefully because I'm just bad with like bike movement.
Yeah. I was vibing too hard. And I
I've
thought I
been
had
double
it.
protected. All right, did not get triple protected.
Yeah, the Aeron is super annoying and can troll you, but Sanjan now on the scary double battle.
It's a little still scary because we can't hit this coughing and it does have self-destruct. The Alpha Sapphire equivalent is Grimer, which is a little easier.
Yeah, Grimer is not a problem for us. This fight is still bad though because you can just hit yourself with Confusion a bunch.
So there's a self-destruct. We also saw Swagger. I don't know who got hit by that. I think it was Slugma.
I think it's Slugma.
Yeah.
Oh,
You can get
7-2.
Swagger on you, which is nice because it boosts your attack, but it's really bad because it's
Yeah.
Confusion.
Yeah.
Also, rip to Slugma. I'm so sorry.
But at least now that Slugma's gone,
Yeah.
we get Grovyle.
We actually want
Grovile's pretty
Slugma to be
good.
gone because Grovyle is pretty good.
Did
when
you know
it doesn't troll.
Did you know Grovyle cannot or has a move that doesn't trigger what's it called?
Contact.
Contact there? Yeah. And he just doesn't use it.
What is it?
I don't remember, but I've seen it twice.
Is it Mega
Mega
Drain
Drain?
spell?
Might be just Mega Drain still, yeah.
Probably.
He never uses it. But when so he just loses his time as a bit.
The Fury Cutter missed to save time for Sanjan.
Let's go.
Because that Fury Cutter would have been not very effective and lost more time with attacks too.
I think crits, like, in general, make you lose a tiny bit of time,
Yeah.
especially if they're unnecessary. Not as bad as some other games.
No.
No, it's
Cough,
not like
cough.
Gen 8.
Cough, cough.
So now, same version on May's side, except you're seeing a Mightyena and a Grimer, which is weak to Bulldoze. So that's nice at least. She's going to lead off with an X attack here to boost the attack before going for the...
Did I get confused? I don't even know. No, I think
I think that's
Slugma
Slugma
did.
again, yeah.
I think Slugma did, yeah.
Nope.
No, it was
that's
me.
you.
Well, it's fine. I hit through it. So
Yeah,
our main thing is we want to knock out Slugma the same turn we knock out Grimer, because that makes Brendan's AI send out the one that's
Grovyle?
not Sceptile, Grovyle. And instead of sending out Whalmer, who is useless.
Yeah. Yeah, even against, even if, as we saw, against the fire type, it's still fine because you can take care of it. But you do want the Grovyle here because a water type is coming out.
I snapped out of Confusion turn 2. That's cool.
Well, that's a free +2 attack boost
Yeah,
on top of
Leaf
your
Blade.
X attack.
Just knocking it out, no problem.
Hey, Grovyle did good.
Yay.
Yeah,
My
so
defense is high enough that
coming up, I will say yes to this prompt to go back, and May will say no.
Route
so
You get to see
diversion.
both
you get to see,
versions.
yeah, route
Whoa.
diversity is awesome.
Yeah, this game's really good about, compared to like the older games, just giving you free teleports to where you need to go. Because a lot of this section in the next like 30 minutes too, there's a lot of like backtracking and kind of back and forth stuff.
Yeah, if you've seen Emerald, they like specifically manipulate an Abra so they can teleport back to Pokemon centers they need to go to.
Yeah.
We don't do that because they were like, what if we just brought you there, which is good for this run.
Except you're not gonna do it.
Well, not
For
this
one of
time.
them, yeah.
Not this time.
The other one's really
Every
good.
other time, yeah.
Specifically the one to go to Normantown. What is that called? Petalburg. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing one additional sell menu here to buy a bunch of supplies.
I will also be doing that, but at a different shop.
Yeah.
Sanjan, selling the Comet Shard. You might have saw her pick that up in one of the meteor kind of craters earlier. It's just an item you can pick up that's worth 15,000.
1,000 smackaroos,
That's
baby.
so much money.
So yeah, we're just gonna do some movement, and the only thing that I think goes well with movement is donations. So
All right, we've got $15 from Jordan97 that says, cannot believe RPG Limit Break managed to get Gengar and Drifloon to race Oris with Spheal and Piplup on commentary.
Whoa.
We got a whole line of Pokemon. Also, I lost time.
Alright.
Congratulations, May.
Wow, you're now even on encounters, right?
What?
Oh, you
Yeah.
got another encounter? Yeah, we
Wow.
are even on. That's so unlucky.
That's so unlucky
1 in
to get,
9.
To get 4, not Slipford. What's the second gym town called? Dewford. It's slowly coming back to me. To get 4 Dewford onward is wild.
Yeah, that's so when you smash a rock, you have a 1/3 chance of nothing happening, 1/3 chance of getting an item, and a 1/3 chance of an encounter. So that's a 1 in 9, baby.
So yeah, no free heal this time. Gonna heal up and teach that strength HM finally.
Yeah, ideally I should have probably used a potion there to manip lower HP, but I don't know how the coughing will go.
Yeah, the coughing is coming up pretty soon. I kind of alluded to it earlier. It is a very scary coughing, and you'll see why soon. It used to be, I think it used to be worse. I think our strats.
I will not get
Yeah.
owned by this hiker.
Yeah, that's the cursed hiker we were talking about with the weird spinning mechanics where it's very easy to just get owned by them.
It exists in X and Y too, like
Yeah.
Gen 6 in
Yeah,
general.
the Gen 6 thing.
All right, so here's backwards movement. We just bike. We don't have to hit a rock.
We just bike.
So yeah, because Sanjan hit a rock, this is much faster, and that's the trade-off, right? Like if you don't hit a rock, you save like a little bit of time, but if you get a rock encounter, you lose a ton of time.
I literally like have tried that before, and it's just like my mind, I cannot mentally wrap my mind about it. So I did a beginner TM strats there.
I was like super when I learned about it. I was like, I'm not doing this. That sounds like so much
I remember.
work.
I remember.
And I
Yeah.
was like, actually, this is kind of fun.
I'm just a
also-
very stubborn person.
It makes this hiker feel so much safer because you have a better sight line onto him.
All right. So now the Team Magma section here for Sanjan. The first 2 fights aren't nothing really.
1 in
scary
64
there,
hiker, 1 in
until you
64
get to
hiker?
Coughing. There's coughing second fight.
Oh no.
Second or third fight. No hiker.
No hiker.
That's not in this game.
Yeah.
And this next Pokemon, is coughing. It likes to smoke screen. A little good old pocket smoke
Oh,
screen.
yeah.
One of the only things nicer about fighting Team Aqua than Team Magma is we don't have to deal with coughings because
Yeah.
Levitate do make you immune.
Yeah, coughing is just really hard to knock out.
Okay, nice. Adjusted assurance. I actually want lowered HP here because the next coughing,
Yeah.
I just have to beat it up and hopefully it self-destructs turn 1. But
Super.
I have
super
very
hard.
pretty high defense. So, but I will also save here for safety because I have died here before.
I will also save before Shelly because Shelly can minimize turn 1. Or so turn 1 we set up an X attack, and if you minimize turn 1 and then miss, you can get Bulldoze disabled and then lose. Not necessarily lose, but at the very least it takes a long time.
Yeah, we get to possibly lose in different ways.
It's true. If you've learned it, if you take anything away from this, it's that we're both losers.
So yeah, you're seeing here the Grimer difference for May. It's pretty nice. Goes down easy to the Bulldoze. This is like one of the sections where you do definitely have an advantage as the Alpha Sapphire runner. Not having to deal with the coughing.
Finally, it took us long enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's that coughing. Again, you kind of just want to see self-destruct as soon as possible so you just don't waste turns. and you have to heal to make sure you don't get knocked out by the self-destruct from the opposing coughing. So it's very dicey, and there it is.
If I get crit, good thing I saved.
All right,
Crit
I was a little scared there, but all
Crit
right.
self-destruct is very funny.
And then yeah, after that horrifying, scary coughing, it's just a little Numel that you one-shot.
Poor Numo.
Poor Numel. Is it Numel or Numel?
Numal.
Numel?
Numo.
Like
No, you're supposed to say something different, then we argue about it for the next 10 minutes.
All right, cool. Mud Bomb turn 1 is good because nothing weird can happen. Ideally, you get Disable turn 1, so you don't have to heal.
So I'm going to equip Person Berry because I ideally want a Mightyena to manip. This Mightyena has Swagger, and I want it to manip
Why am
Swagger
I?
onto me
Wait,
twice because I'm going to be boosting a lot.
why am I confused?
Who confused you?
What?
What?
Huh?
Good thing you saved.
Good. Yeah. Good thing you saved.
I wasn't paying attention.
I didn't. What?
What was the Pokemon?
Can Mud
Alright.
Bomb confuse you?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think so. That doesn't sound right.
That doesn't sound right.
I agree.
So while May loads into the game, we figure out the mystery. Sanjan fighting Maxi now, as she was saying. Again, our X items only boost by 1 stage. Swagger, which is normally kind of a bad thing because it confuses you, boosts you by 2 stages. So if you can force it to Swagger you twice, then you can just cut out a lot of setup because you need a lot of damage to knock out later Pokemon in the fight.
Yeah, and like an actual PV attempt, like I don't have enough X attacks. I'm depending on it to basically Swagger twice, and if not, well, the run's over pretty much.
That has never happened, parentheses, to me before.
All right, since it's not being nice, I'm just gonna do a stream here.
Can Mud Bomb
Try to
confuse
manip
you?
it.
Is that a thing?
Thank you.
Did it have another move? No,
I outspeed it.
Have would, yeah.
All right, should be pretty smooth here.
Wait, I have technology. I'm gonna look this up.
We have the tools.
We
I'm
have
so
technology.
confusion.
Mud Bomb Pokemon. I don't want non-Pokemon Mud Bombs on my timeline. No, it's it lowers accuracy.
Then what the? Did I miss?
Oh,
the-
maybe you missed on Carvana or something.
Oh my God.
And then that triggered some kind of confusion attack.
What does Carvana have that confuses? Supersonic?
I don't know.
Or Grimer has another move that also does that. And it was able to do that.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, Grimer
No,
has.
Grimer shouldn't. I don't think
And it
Grimer's
must have
ready
been the
to-
Carvana then. You
What
Yeah.
the heck? That was
Some kind
so
of-
weird. If you're watching along and you know what happened, let us know by donating.
Yeah.
You're our only
tell
hope.
tell us what happened.
Okay, so now the Archie fight, again, Team Aqua leader. How does this fight go for you,
I
mate?
need the video assisted review, but for Pokemon, please.
I think
How
chat.
does, it goes the same.
It's the same. You're just
We-
trying to get some swaggers.
Because we kind of swagger through this fight. You know what I mean?
You're kind of swagging all over them, on.
I
Yeah,
don't want to
pretty
say it, so
much.
thank you.
So yeah, main things to be aware of is just like making sure you heal confusion at the right time before you attack, and to make sure you have your other setup. You need to make sure you X speed enough as well,
And we do have ways to heal confusion, so since we have those full heals, but
and the person berries. Too,
Yeah.
So.
So what's likely gonna happen is I'm gonna get swaggered again. I avoided.
Oh, that's not what you want to see.
No, it's fine. It means all it means is that it's a range on Golbat. It overall is faster.
Oh,
unless,
okay.
unless some really weird stuff happens, which would never happen to me. So it's fine. Because this isn't a range.
Okay.
At +2.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
That-
Sharpedo's
that's
the-
what I thought it would be, but
Nah, Sharpedo has no health.
so yeah, we're gonna rock to the Golbat.
It's 11/16 range.
That is not a great range.
I forgot we're rocked.
It is technically favorable though. Easy peasy. There you go.
Good. I needed that time after that reset, so
All right, so now
I was so close to catching up.
getting a cool move here that you're gonna see on Sanjan Zen and not on Corvimae Zen, which is Swords Dance. Very powerful setup move that you're gonna see a lot later. That does what Swagger does to yourself, which is really nice, and it doesn't confuse you. So it's very common to just spam it to get up to like +6 attack, which is the max amount of stage buffs that you can get. But we're not going to use it on our Pokemon right now. It will be used for a later Pokemon. Now we're on to Flannery. Again, Marsh Tomp kind of busted for this gym.
yeah. Also, ideally we want like great special attack, decent special attack, because well, thankfully also her Turtle isn't as dangerous as an Emerald.
Yeah, this fight's very chill. It's just sometimes you can lose time.
Yeah. If you have bad special attack, like, it's ranged to kill.
Yeah.
A pretty smooth gym. I think there's faster way to do it, but I'm just so used to doing a little weenie strat.
Not that. I almost discarded the soft sand.
No, that would have not been
That
great.
would have been pretty funny.
So, yeah, you need the soft stand for this next gym especially, and
Yeah.
also the gym after. There's one trainer here that has, again, these poor Numels just keep coming at you and you just keep one-shotting them over and
Yeah.
over again. It's so sad.
And not really a lot. There's not really a lot to talk about in this gym, except for donations.
Excellent. We have $9 from Tempest Mask 1000 that says, I might not be able to do big donations, but the least I can do is something close to it. Shout out to number 900, a super cool evolution and the sharpest Pokemon out there, Cleaver. Perhaps a minor shout out to Hawlucha too. That said, I had to cheer on Corvimae and Sanjan, two speedrunners among many I heckin' appreciate and are part of what inspires me to try my hand at Pokemon speedrunning myself sometime soon. Best of luck with this Hoenn race, you two. May this donation bless the RNG. Also, Pumpkaboo.
Pumpkaboo.
Do I have time for a couple more?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, so we have 985 from Totes Not Kristen. Pokedex donation. I scream, you scream, we all scream for Screamtail.
Screamtail's pretty good.
And then we also have $8.44 from Rylegon that says, here's $8.44. 137 plus 233 plus 474 for my favorites. Porygon, Porygon 2, and Porygon Z. I just want to remind everybody at home to donations, big or small, it does not matter. We will take them all. They all benefit Nami, and keep them coming, please. Also, I just got a $25 donation in from Red Silvers that says, if you get confused in the game world, you get confused for real.
Oh no.
No, it was probably
no.
Slacker.
Honestly,
You were, yeah.
I was.
You were.
It's true.
So here's the scary Torkoal now. Should be totally fine. with
Yeah, it's 100% range if I
yeah.
have a good special attack. I think the lowest is like under 50, which,
Yeah, it's 96.5 for me.
yeah.
As long as you have the right equipped item, this fight is fine.
I have seen one person lose in this fight ever.
Yeah, yeah.
Shout outs to T-Fat.
What happened?
I don't remember. It was extremely cursed. I think it was like a mudshot miss into like sunset up eruption or something like that.
Yeah, Mudshot
Oh,
only 95%
no.
accuracy.
Yeah.
Like double
Unfortunately, I don't
Mudshot
think we've
miss.
seen any like misses so far. Right?
Don't say that.
Don't, you're gonna.
What's your problem, dude?
Also,
I'm just
we
saying-
did-
oh, did you count the confusing self hit? It was just the one.
Oh, it was
right?
just the one. You're right. It was
Yeah.
just the one. So that-
Okay.
Got it. All right.
No, it was two. I hit
Just
myself
two?
twice. Yeah, because if I just hit myself once, that would have been fine. But I hit myself twice, so I
Then you-
died.
Yeah.
Chat, feel free to keep track.
Yeah, help us keep track.
Yeah.
We're silly and forgetful, so.
Also,
May
it's,
onto Flannery now, and then Sanjan getting the free teleport.
hopefully if I press yes, because
This is again the don't press B challenge, the hardest challenge in the game. But yeah, now that you've collected the first
Okay,
4
this-
gym badges, it's time to fight your dad, Norman. at
This not
Teleport.
press beat challenge is not nearly as bad. If you don't say yes to Brennan, he just waits.
Yeah, you can just talk to him again.
I
There's
didn't
a couple
know.
times like that too, like when you're taking the ship later. If you say no, you just start the conversation again.
All right, that should be good.
all right,
That should
you know,
be good high rolls
this is
now.
my least favorite gym. I don't like Dad. You'll
It's
see
very
why.
bad.
Yeah, we're now on the accuracy room first. There
And this
is
is where like you can easily pull ahead if I'm like very
sure.
unlucky.
Yeah, all these fights can have like annoying things happen. One of them is technically fine always, as long as you heal before it. But this Delcatty's really annoying and can troll you.
The one that feels the scariest is the least scary.
Yeah, for sure. As long as you didn't take horrible defense.
It's Delicate you don't usually die to, but your runs die to it.
Yeah,
Because
so
you just lose a ton of time.
again, accuracy room, so opposing trainer just set up an X accuracy that first turn. Using a track, then here's where the fun times begin.
No, stop.
Now mobilized by love and put to sleep. Now you can see how this fight can go, how bad it can get in a really short amount of time.
Pretty cool.
Also, double slap loses a bunch of time. This
Yep.
is Delcatty's
You
a
get
time
5 hits?
waster.
4?
Did you get 5?
Huge, yep.
Yeah, I got 5.
Let's go.
You've literally gotten the worst first 3 turns, the worst first 4 turns possible. So
Did you get a 5 again?
No, I
You
got
slept
slept.
again.
Slept again. No way. No,
Okay.
2 hits second time.
I'm risking it for the biscuit. Thank you.
Okay, we're through. See, could have been a lot worse.
If you do die here, it's not like the end of the world in terms of like. I mean, it's
Yeah.
the end of your run if you're going for like PVs, but in terms of like this, you're not that far from home because we're all the way back at Petalburg.
Yeah.
And you have repel, so it's not terrible.
Did I take damage? No, I'm sure it's fine.
We never go to Pokemon Center before this point in the run, so your Death Warp point is always your home back in Little Root.
You almost never go to Pokemon centers in the runs like at all. You
Yeah.
go to like 2.
I just saved for these first 2 trainers, also to give me
I can fix this.
a chance to catch up here, because I have died to this Lanoon here before.
You just bulldoze. I know how this fight works.
Yeah, this Lanoon also annoying.
X attack here and
Get a
see what it
normal
does.
fight for Sanjan this time, hopefully.
I have been immobilized by love
And put to sleep.
and put to sleep. Ain't that a classic?
Oh
1,
yes, the classic.
2, 3.
Come on, come on. No, boo.
No.
I've been immobilized by love. 2,
Don't
This
use
is,
that.
3,
This has not been going well
4.
for a lot of our gamers here.
5. Yippee! I've been
Oh
immobilized
my
by love.
god.
Oh
you can
no.
I can't die here yet. I've been crit.
lose here. You crit? Oh my god.
Oh no.
Wow.
I hate this game.
Well, welcome to Omega Ruby and Alpha
Don't run this
Sapphire.
game. It's bad. Alright, so my money's a little messed up now.
Oh my
I gotta
god.
bite.
You don't have extra repels too.
No, I bought an extra one.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Oh my god.
So Sanjan on the now the safest fight of the gym, where all you have, as long as you heal, you cannot get crit in one shot because it will always crit you, and it hits really hard, but not so hard that it will one shot you from full HP.
This has been a really unlucky run.
Yeah. Y'all give some love to me. She's doing her best.
Yeah.
As is much.
I am doing my best.
Yes. Super unlikely to die there. Super unfortunate.
Yeah. And that matters, just like cruel.
That crit
too.
mattered, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Might not have. It would have been close.
I think you would have lived like 2.
But there's still time that May can make up, because Norman's probably, without doubt, the scariest fight.
Oh,
in
yeah.
my opinion.
Norman's really bad.
Yeah.
The thing with Norman is you spend a lot of time setting up, and there's still a chance to get knocked out towards the end.
Remember when I said you don't really die to this fight? Remember that funny thing I said?
Yeah, remember when you're like, yeah, you're not the safer because your death warp is so close anyway. There's the attract. Here we go again.
Here we go again.
Yeah, well, that was easy.
Woo! Let's go.
At least second try was good. But now we're on Norman. Norman's super scary fight. Again, if you just get crit towards the end, you have to redo all the setup.
Yeah,
and go from the
it's like
beginning.
over a minute of setup.
Yeah, it's definitely the hardest fight so far.
So I'm gonna heal to full here, of course. And there's also a reason why we brought that X defense for Norman, because
Yeah.
slacking hurts.
It's fights like this, which is why we set our estimates so nice and gentle.
Yeah, well, 315 is like a pretty generous estimate, because there's
Yeah.
just so much that can go wrong.
And by our powers combined, we will show you all of it.
Alright, so Norman has 3 Pokemon, 2 Slackings and 1 Vigoroth. Vigoroth is not a problem, but we need to set up on the Slacking. If I had really bad defense and HP stats, I would have had to grab an extra X defend. But since I have good stats, I only need to use the 1. And I'm hoping they'll not use Retaliate as much and try to spam me on an Encore, sorry.
Yeah, so she's going to lead off with that X defend first, just to neutralize any damage. And you're going to see a lot of Yawn in this fight. The Slacking loves to use Yawn, and he's a little sleepy guy. And kind of the tricky thing to do with the setup here is to time it so that it doesn't Yawn you again as you're going for the knockout. You have to be very careful. So it's just something that Sanjan will keep track of here to prevent that from being an issue.
So I need to use a total of 4 X attacks.
Alright, no crits so far, looking good. And again, Slacking does have that truant ability. Basically, every other turn it can't do an action, so she was totally safe to heal there because Slacking was not going to attack.
Now imagine if imagine this was a double battle and they had neutralizing gas. It'd be so over.
So I had to, because it's not an attacking turn, I had to just attack the stall.
I think they should have
You
given.
woke up.
I think they should have given Dad.
Oh no, I
yeah,
use
that's
a,
good.
yeah.
Regigigas. I think that would've been funny. Hey,
That would've been
I didn't get crit.
So yeah, now with the Bulldoze, you outspeed. And and that is the slacking, and it's not over yet.
Yeah, there's the last slacking can crit you, and you have to do all of that again, and then it's like,
Yeah.
Dad,
And I'm
bail
gonna
me out
lose,
here,
like-
please.
yeah, May has to hope that slacking, does a thing to me.
Yeah, this is how long this fight is. May's gonna start the fight as Sanjan's finishing it. So they're basically on the same fight at this point.
Assuming I don't lose. That's the whole. I also have to get through it.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the Higher Potion. Here's the last chance to get crit. And it happened. Wow.
May willed
This
it
has been
into
a very
existence.
this has been a very fair and balanced gym so far for both of our competitors.
Thanks, Dad.
Yay!
This has been the average Norman gym experience.
Yeah.
honestly.
If you ever want to watch someone do PB attempts of this game, you're basically you're getting the full experience right now. And now they're even. Now they're
Yeah, now
our
we're
runners are
even.
synced up.
That's the
Oh
thing.
my gosh.
It's less time for me to die to Delicatty and bike all the way back than it is to do all that setup.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's brutal. Now this race is incredibly close. Could again be anyone's race. And we're gonna see the exact same setup from both sides here.
I mean,
You
I
just have to
still-
do one X defense as well, right, man?
Yeah. My defenses are pretty good.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Come on, Beef Bro, I believe in
Beef
you.
Bro versus Sean Bruh. Who is our eepiest soldier? Alright, Sean Bruh eeping first.
All right, encore.
Again, the sleep isn't as bad as like it normally is because you are using the X items anyway, and you can use those while you're asleep, so it's totally fine. You just have to be
3.
careful about not waking up on the wrong turn and then getting yawned
3,
again.
4.
Alright, I had to heal here and then stall a turn, which is not a big deal, but
Alright, there's the encore, and now May will attack on this truant turn. Speed drop.
That was
so-
that was really fast setup.
That was really clean, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't have to heal.
Very
so.
cooperative slacking.
The problem is that the second one is the one. Wait. I don't have to heal too. I'm at full, so I can just go for it, right? No reason not to.
Yeah, because retaliate doesn't change it. It's not revenge.
yeah.
That in theory saves another turn. If I don't
And
get.
now through the
All right.
first slacking.
All right, Dad.
Alright, we got to find out if
There you go, yep.
That was a really good Dad fight.
That was really good.
That was roughly as optimal as it can be. You can technically save one turn by waking up from sleep, and if you only have to set up 3 X attacks, but like it's not very likely.
Alright, here's
now
the
we'll see for Sanjan. She's going to do the heal now. Slacking going to attack here.
Okay, we're through.
Easy.
Now we're even.
Yeah, but now I'm in the bad part.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Now
now
I'm in the horrible room.
they are both going to get the Surf HM from Wally's dad. And then they're also going to get teleported to New Maulville again. And then they're going to surf east, where they're going to meet Steven, who will then take them to the southern island. And they'll both get their legendary burb dragon things.
They're jet planes.
Jet. That's not a bird. What is, I mean,
They're
like,
jet planes.
their
jet
planes are
planes.
objects. They're not objects, though. They're real. They're real to me.
I understand. That's fair. Latios and Latios are real, and they're my friends.
Yeah. So
They're my BFFs.
our Mega Ruby runner Sanjan is going to get the Latios over here. May going to get the Latias. And this is where Sanjan will probably
can I see
make
that for
up
a
time.
second?
Yeah.
No, not that one.
Oh, you want to get Latios? Oh, you want to hit it?
I lost my stylus.
You were literally yelling at me for like accidentally dropping Latios earlier.
Yeah, Latios.
Don't misuse
Messed it up.
Latios.
Here, you know what? Here, I'll put them on the right side. There you go.
Perfect. I get 2 because I need that
You
many
do
to have
get
enough
2.
damage.
Yeah, so the big thing here to note with these legendary Pokemon is they have random stats and natures, except they are guaranteed to have 3 max IV attacks. So remember at the beginning when I said a stat can have an IV of 0 to 31, higher the better, and legendary Pokemon are guaranteed to have 3 of those to be 3 of their stats to be 31. So your odds are pretty good that you get a good legendary. Unless you're like Latios, where you need like really good stats for it to be good.
Yeah, for Latios, I can get away with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
The general worst thing is like slow speed.
Oh yeah, all my menus are screwed up because I had to restart the game.
Yeah, your cursor position does stay put wherever you last left it, unless you restart the game, then they're all reset across all your menus.
No, I got so sometimes if you just press B, even if you're not mashing B, it'll like buffer the B and just exit you out of the menu. It's really dumb. I don't know why it happens.
So yeah, Marshtomp is no longer our main Pokemon after this next fight, and he kind of just becomes our HM friend. He's just gonna learn all the HMs for us. This is kind of the weird thing with this game is, in a lot of other Pokemon speedruns, you have to catch Pokemon to just give them HMs because there's just so many and you need to like have the right Pokemon. You need like water Pokemon, a Pokemon that can fly, all that stuff. In this game, you're just given what you
built
need.
different.
Yeah, Marshtomp it can hold 4 HMs on its own, and then your Latios can cover Fly.
So this cutscene's actually pretty cute because in the original game, Steven like comes and talks to you and then he walks off, right?
Yeah.
And technically this cutscene is the exact same until.
Yeah, you went a little early there.
Boing.
There it is.
And then after this, we're going to do a fight that you can technically die to, and I have died to it on hotfix, which is very sad. It loses like a bajillion years to get back here.
Not a bajillion.
It's like a bajillion. But it's a great time for some donations.
All right, I want to give a quick update to the Latios and Latias naming incentive because that is closing pretty soon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we still have Wednesday in the lead and Charlotte behind that, but then we did get a third contender, Neom, with $9.85,
That's
which
a
is
good one.
trailing way behind, but totally, it's not out of the woods yet. I did want to shout out, we had a $250 anonymous donation. Thank you so much for Anonymous. We really appreciate all of your generosity.
Yeah, and a reminder, we are taking the top 2 from that bid war, so even if you don't think whatever you donate for can beat the first spot, you still can go for the second spot.
And there's still Kyogre and Groudon.
Yeah, so you got about a minute to get Latios names in, roughly speaking. And then after that, there is still one more naming incentive, Kyogre and Groudon. So the fun keeps
The
going.
naming fun
We
never
stay
ends.
silly.
And I will jump in here and say for just a second that the Groudon and Kyogre naming bid war has gotten kind of a little heated since we updated at the beginning of the game. There are now 6 different names contending. So there are lots of options to choose from. Just pick your favorite and we'll see what wins. Good luck, chat.
Yeah, and after this fight, I will have to name Latias, and specifically, I'll have to not say no to nicknaming it, which is the hard part.
Again, don't match B challenge. You got this.
I've done that before.
It's
Yeah, you just have to go back to the name rater. It's like a walk of shame.
Yeah,
yeah,
so
it's pretty far.
we're seeing the
We don't
exact same
have
fight on
fly.
both screens. Again, main difference, Grimer versus, well, actually 2 differences. So on Sanjan's screen, Coughing and Camerupt versus Sharpedo and Grimer.
Oh, nice avoid, Matang. Thanks, Matang. Here. The MVP.
Yeah, the Camerupt. Oh! Okay, that's really bad for that to
That's
happen.
really bad.
Did you get
So-
the?
I got the crit.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
so Matang can technically finish this fight.
Yeah.
But not if you rob.
forever.
Okay, no, this is fine, yeah.
I'm actually not sure.
It's not fine.
That is not fine.
Did you save?
No.
Oh, this is what I was
no.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever lost here.
I
It's super,
have only
super
lost to that fight in marathon settings.
Now I gotta take the mega
Wow.
walk of shame.
It's really rough. I need the Latias name though.
All right, let me get the last refresh through.
I don't know if I get a max repels here.
And the
You got by more.
Latias name will be Wednesday.
Woo!
I'll probably have to buy it
here's-
later on.
Here's the thing, that seems really bad, but Latias struggles so bad in this section that Sanjan will make all that time back, trust me.
Yeah, definitely still not over even with that really bad
I'm
time.
actually gonna buy like a couple more here.
Yeah,
know,
you
take the
might be
walk of
almost
shame.
Out, might as well. It's much better than just YOLOing it and like taking the risk.
Might as well buy the 11 here. I'll have to buy like maybe 2 or 3 more. Whee!
Do I have time to read some donations
Yes.
while we
Yeah.
have the big walk happening? Excellent. So we have $10 from Hideki that says, "Silence, not another word. Book of Demons, grant me
no.
more power. I will use
Where's
whatever
Briny?
it takes to defeat you. Obasald." I don't know if I said that last part right.
Where's
I did my
Briny?
best.
I actually don't know where he is.
No, you have to like go. You have to go through Rusturf Tunnel, don't you?
I guess so. I never
'cause he's at
specifically
Flight
lost at
Fort.
that point. Yeah.
This has only happened to me once. You have to. It's really bad. That's why I saved.
Oh no. It's very rare for me to die to
No,
that
it's
fight.
extremely rare.
Yeah.
I think you do. Yeah, you just have to go through Rust Earth, right?
I think you have to go through.
It's a good thing I have Rock Smash.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
the only thing with Rust Earth, and this happened in my run where I had to go through it, is there is a trainer at the end, but you can dodge them. So just be aware.
Okay.
I will try to call it out for you.
Item. No, restore. Ah!
So we're gonna see the stats now on this Latias.
Gotta give it a person first. I'm gonna take my time to look at these
Well,
stats.
there's the spinner thing. It
Oh
happened.
no.
No, you
Oh
got the
my
spinner
God.
thing?
I got the
We
spinner
saw-
thing.
okay, so everyone at least saw it. Now we all know.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Oh, this Latias is so cringe. It's so bad. We're all just up here suffering.
We're all suffering.
Yeah.
Woo! We're suffering for charity.
Yeah, minus special attack. That's what you love to see.
And if you want to make the runners feel better, make sure you donate
Yeah.
to Nami. It'll help soothe their suffering.
It is at least 31 IV.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 430 slash 31s.
True.
Your defense, which is your plus defense, is the only one that's not 30 to 31.
Yeah, so the main
Okay.
thing with Latias is like, you need, so if you don't have high speed, you have to do this like slow strat, which and there's a certain point where that's pretty much a reset. And starting in Gen 6, anything in any legendary essentially has 3 guaranteed 31 IVs, which is very useful. However, again, that doesn't necessarily mean they're in the good stats, so there are a lot
you
of
need a Rock
times
Smash
we just get to this
Yeah, you
point
have
and
to,
you're
you have
like,
to break one of those.
this Latias.
Oh,
thing-
this is a cutscene.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Is it outside the tunnel or?
Inside.
Okay.
Trainer. Yeah, so once you go down the stairs, I just hop off the bike and then just take it slow.
Okay.
You just have to go all the way to like the left, I think.
So this
Yeah,
Latias is like really
I
bad,
don't know.
but it could be
Yeah,
worse,
there's a
I
dagger
guess.
there. Yeah, there you go.
It is not even close to the worst Latias I've gotten.
All right, now I have to do the backwards movement. I'm pretty sure.
Well, do you? No.
Oh no.
No,
You know
but
what? I haven't been through this
That's not
area in a
what
long
you're-
time.
Yeah, we never hit this route normally.
Because right
Oh,
now,
it's
right
six
now
Pokemon too.
you're just-
We'll be here for a while.
you're west. Oh no! Oh no!
We'll be here for a while.
Yeah, this is the meme Whismer trainer.
Is it actually 6, wasn't it?
I'm pretty sure it's just.
Yeah.
There's no way it's 6.
I'm pretty sure it's just 6 Whismer. I'm struggling right now. We're all.
Nope,
we're
there's
just-
a Zigzagoon. Okay.
Oh, there's a Zigzagoon. Okay.
I
well,
think it's just normal. So the normal Pokemon breeders have like
Me when
6
I
weak
lie.
Pokemon. You've lied a lot lately. in this run.
yeah.
Don't worry. And you know the funny thing is, this is still maybe underestimate. This thing has 30. I freaking knew it.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what like the trainer layout is for the rest of the run. I think you go south because there's a fork coming up.
There's like a top. I think you want to go in like the top part, but there's a trainer you gotta dodge before then. If I'm
Yeah, there's
Like
a
on
spinner
the
in the
south
middle.
part?
There's a spinner.
there's
in
like
the middle.
there's like 3 things in a row, right? And you want to go in the top one, I think.
Like the
Okay.
top part of the south fork?
Wait. No.
There's a fork coming up.
There's a fork coming.
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
That's north or south of
I
the.
don't remember.
Am I just
It's
gonna wing
probably
it?
north. It's probably if you actually May's been lying, so maybe
Oh,
south.
here, hold on. I don't need to pay attention to the game. I'm just beating up dogs.
Whoa.
Oh, don't do
Okay,
that
well
to
this
poor
next fight,
Mariana.
this next fight stinks super bad, but it's fine. I will simply win.
Yeah, this next
I might have to
fight,
get off the bike for this.
very scary. Yeah, so there's a spinner right in the middle, I believe. Yeah, right there. That's
Yeah, I think that, or that's a, yeah. So you got to dodge them, and then
also
I think
somebody
you can
can
go
dodge
all
through
the
the
way
grass,
down.
yeah.
And you go up
And
to
then-
the top, I think. And
No,
then
you gotta stay
no,
down.
there's a double somewhere. Is it just
There-
down? Is the
yeah,
double at the
but-
bottom? But double doesn't matter because you're.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh,
no, she's a trainer.
they're a trainer.
They are.
Maybe. Okay. you're
Okay.
good.
Okay. Woo.
You did it.
That was honestly, that's the real final boss.
Oh, thank God I dodged Swagger there.
All right. So now Sanjan's back on track and can go back with Steven.
Yeah, I think I should stay for this now. It's fine.
What are the odds it happens twice?
Yeah.
I'm at full HP.
Oh, were you not before?
No.
Now we're Sapphire. We healed a full for that fight because
Sometimes for that fight you'll just use torrent. Hello. You can just torrent and one hit everything.
So now we get at this point we get our lovely friend Cast Form. And what Cast Form does for us is it's holding a Mystic Water and it's otherwise useless. What's Mystic Water?
Mystic Water is in a similar vein of a held item as the Soft Sand and the Silk Scarf that we've talked about already. It is a held item that boosts your water type moves by 20%. And as you may have been aware, we got Surf recently, which is a very powerful water move. 95 power. 95?
90, I believe at
90
this point, right?
In older games, it's 95.
I wish it was 95 power. It would make this so much better.
It's 100 accuracy, and also it's multiple Pokemon.
Does this cutscene play again?
Yes.
At least
But
Courtney's dialogue is fast.
Surf with the Mystic Water is very, very powerful, and we're gonna see it right now against Brendan.
Is Courtney a Homestuck?
I've never watched
Neither have I.
Mark played it, so.
But I just wanted to inflict that on everyone.
Okay, so Slugma coming out. It has not evolved into Magcargo, so it goes down really easily, and you have a legendary Pokemon now, so this fight is the easiest rival fight.
Yeah,
besides
the one
the
after
first
this
one.
stinks. This one's easy.
Yeah, the next one is Brendan actually has a real team, and your one legendary Pokemon is.
Alright,
only
let's
okay
try this
against
round
it.
2. Also, I'll need the name for the Latios coming out pretty soon. Alright, level 31. I should survive. Thanks to the 6 Pokemon that I fought. Okay, nice.
That Whisper coming in clutch.
Welcome to Oras, everyone.
All right, there's the fight for Sanjan. So yeah, she's gonna need that Latios name.
All right, the Latios name is Charlotte.
That's cute.
Nice name.
Is that just capital C?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Alright, I need to remember to, not say no to renaming.
Yeah, so Sandra's gonna have some cutscene and movement here. That's the part I just did with the Weather Institute. And I'm gonna have a cutscene where we learn about Kecleon. So if you got donations, you can read a whole bunch of them.
Alrighty, we have $6 from Sandy Beach _IRL. Does Carvana have Water Pulse?
Like that?
Oh, it might.
That would have done it.
Oh,
That
yeah,
could do
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Which means that not only did I have to like get my accuracy dropped, miss, but also Water Pulse is what, a 20% chance to
Yeah, I think it's 30.
confuse? It's 30?
I have technology. I'll look it up again.
We have the technology.
While you're doing that, I'll read a couple more donations.
Please do.
We have $2.52 from Andromeda _252 that said, Pokedex donation for my main man number 252 Garvoil. But who I am so sad we never get to see run and speed runs. To make up for that, putting this donation towards naming the legendary Pokemon Gorvile. Let's see them in the speed run. Justice for Gorvile. And then we also had a $2.53 donation from Andromeda _252 that said, apologies, I am very sad, and I just realized Gorvile's text number is actually 253. So here's the additional donation of shame. Good luck on the rest of the run. There is no shame donations in this marathon because all of your generosity benefits Nami.
Oh, I goofed. I just didn't hit. What? Did I not?
It is 20% to confuse. You were correct.
Did I
You did not lie that time.
Did I not get the Silph Scope? What happened? Did I say no and then? Oh my god!
Oh, to
92
Steven.
I said no to
77.
Steven and then just ran away.
You didn't do the whole encounter?
I just thought I did.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
It's going great.
Everything's fine.
You just wanted to do
Everything's
the movement
fine.
again.
It's because I was really excited to say, hey, Steven, I am ready for bed. Oh,
Oh
If I wasn't
no.
on my phone, I would have caught this.
God. So, so that's the thing you say, Grovyle never gets used in runs. Grovyle has been actually rooted for this game. People have run Grovyle and people have run Torchic. Trico and Torchic, they're both bad, but
They're doable.
they're doable.
I think Torchic is more doable generally than
Yeah.
Torchic's
Grovyle.
very funny because you just get destroyed by Roxanne. So in order to beat Roxanne, you have to fight literally every trainer that exists before her.
To get
Did we
Musty, right?
mention that Latios and Latias having perfect stats already?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like now in the loop. Looking at my Latios stats, it wasn't perfect speed, which is fine, but I have a perfect special attack.
I think that was my first non-RNG goof here, and that what a one to do. I've never done that.
Okay, you're just making the race more even now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I hope I don't run out of repels now. Now I'm actually
This is
worried
what
about
we were talking about when we were saying Sanjan would make up time in the Latias section.
Exactly, because I would throw. So I'm going to get a move here. It's called Grass Knot. It's because I'm fighting water type, so I really need it. It's one of the only special contact moves, which is really annoying because we fight Carvanas, which have rough skin, which means if we hit them with a contact move, we take 1/16 of our
Sounds right.
with damage.
Can I ask why Grass Knot is a contact move? Like you're just summoning grass.
I don't know.
It's connected to you, I guess. I don't know.
It's just it's a weird move in general because also it does more damage the heavier the Pokemon is that you're hitting, not yourself.
Is Sharpedo heavy?
Sharpedo is not. Whale Lord's heavy.
Yeah, whale,
Yes.
whale lords behind.
Mega Sharpedo is heavy
Yeah.
too. That actually matters a lot.
Oh, interesting. All right, so we are now in Winona's gym.
Snarl.
Fairly straightforward puzzle here, and the spinners are very easy to dodge.
I have
Yeah.
never seen Mighty Anna use Snarl before.
The only annoying thing with this fight, or the main annoying thing with this fight, is Swallow being able to double team spam.
Yeah, that's like the main way we lose here.
Yeah.
I will not be going for the +2 ranges.
Here's the
because
chair
my special
percent.
attack is bad.
Yeah, my special attack is good, so I can go for fast shots. The only bad thing is that it's not 31 speed, but as long as it's not minus speed.
Yeah. All right, so here's the museum final fight for Sanjan. Just a camera. You surf, you win. That's it.
This range, it doesn't kill, but it's like, it doesn't do anything.
All right, so now here's that Swallow that we were talking about. That it can be really annoying. As long as you just hit it, though, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm just pretty much once I hit the Swallow, this fight is extremely fine. There are stats that you can go for if you have really high special attack, but I don't. So did I just get aerial ace twice?
I think so.
That's good. Okay,
There's a double team.
There's a double team. It's fine.
Easy.
Yeah, it's easy.
Gas form.
All right, the rest of the fight's fine now.
So if you got more donations, we're just kind of in a sure in a state.
I would love to give an update on the Groudon and Kyogre naming bid war. So Mega Manatee is still in the lead with $65.42, followed by Snacks at $25. But and then really there's not a lot of separation in our other options, which there's lots now. There's Leafeon, Big Sand Slash, Parabol, Grovyle, and Spheal. And I just want to remind our audience watching at home that RPG Limit Break 2023 is coming to you from Salt Lake City, Utah. And we are raising money for NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness, which was formed in 1979 as a grassroots advocacy organization by a group of parents whose children suffered with serious mental illness. And NAMI has maintained that focus to this day. And 100% of your donations benefit NAMI. So please keep them coming.
That was not actually range. What happened is in my being a little goofy and or silly moment, I forgot to equip the Mystic Water.
Oh no.
It's all
That would do it,
going
yeah.
great.
all going as planned.
You'll notice that Latios has Luster Purge and Latias has Mist Ball. I don't remember the defining difference.
The stat
you
they
know.
the stat
stat.
Yeah,
they
yeah, but
present.
what's the status?
Yeah.
What is the stat difference?
Special defense versus special attack.
God.
Don't quote me on that.
That sounds right.
It's special defense for Luster Purge, I think.
Oh.
Yeah. What am I doing? I'm doing this.
But yeah, functionally they're the same move otherwise. Really low PP, but it is a powerful psychic move.
And I get the PP up here. It technically loses time, but it makes Brendan 4 like way more reliable. And again, if you make it to Latias, you're already at like a 10% chance. So like you gotta roll with it, you know?
Yeah.
There's like a subset of really bad Latias where you have to get an extra rare candy, right?
Yeah, I don't think I do for this one.
Yeah, I think that rare candy is like pretty out of the way. And
It sucks. I don't want to
Yeah.
grab it. But I think this one is not quite bad enough. Because if you're minus special attack, but you have high special attack, you don't need to get it.
yeah, so my Latios has average speed, which is like ideally I want 31 speed and special attack, of course, but as long as it's not minus, it's fine. Just because we generally have a much easier time with these battles.
Alright, clean movement from Corvimae here. This section is once you learn all the
It's fun.
the trainer vision, it's pretty smooth, pretty fast. You don't have to stop anywhere.
I don't remember what I was gonna say.
Free heal here
Free
for
heal.
this nurse.
I'll talk to the skitty for good luck, because otherwise you're... Nope, I will
No,
not talk to the
never-
skitty.
you're gonna have
This run is now cursed. I will
100
get
years
sheer-
of bad luck
I
now.
will get sheer colded 7 times.
Maybe
Watch this
maybe
space.
that will give you good luck by not talking to the skitty.
Oh, you think the skitty actually brings bad luck?
Maybe. It could be a harbinger of doom.
Oh no.
But yeah, now we're at Mount Pyre?
Yeah, Mount Pyre.
Mount Pyre.
Says
I
the bottom
should have just
left.
waited 2 seconds when it popped up.
We can avoid all of the trainers, which is nice. And then we get to the Latios Gauntlet. It's like the worst part of the run for Latios. And it's not like there's good parts of the run for Latios. So it's just a bunch of fights where we have to fight a bunch of Mighty Enas, right? Which Mighty Ena no swagger, which confuses you and raises your attack. Oh boy, I sure do love using my attack on Latios, a
Yeah.
special attacker.
Also,
Yeah.
like, Latios
just-
has an easier
fun.
time, but like it's still
So
very
Yeah.
annoying.
I will be saving for every one of these fights.
That is very smart.
I have died on every single one of these fights a lot of times.
I think for us, if we die, we just fly
Not
back.
the first one. I didn't necessarily save for the
Can you
first
fly
one.
to Mount
but-
Fuji?
You know Mount Pyre?
Yeah, sorry.
Mount Fuji.
I don't remember.
Can you what?
Fly there.
You can, but I haven't taught fly yet.
Oh right, we learned fly like way earlier.
Yeah, because May can't afford to use the move slots, right?
Yeah.
I need Dragon Breath, yeah. It's bad here. It's the horrible room.
Alright, so that was the first one. Not too bad. Pretty normal.
Though the first one's the only one that isn't scary.
Oh, okay.
Right, since I put it on the Persian berry for safety, but since I didn't use it, I don't have to grab the actual one.
Now
Later
Sanjan
on.
coming up on the Winona fight in just a little bit here. Very similar, except the ranges are just a lot nicer for Sanjan because she will just do more damage.
Yeah, I will still say because you can get trolled in that fight.
May's favorite Pokemon, Carvana.
Yeah. The only thing also about the villainous team of Aqua and or Magma is that they have a lot of dark types, so we can't use our best move.
Yeah,
Because
it's
Psychic. I've been confused. Are we donating more money?
Yeah, let's go.
Nope.
Oh, boo.
Boo.
It's okay, the viewers at home will donate for it. So.
Yeah. They'll donate to Manip.
Viewers at home
Even
donate for every
RNG.
time I don't hit myself, regardless of whether or not I'm confused.
Yeah,
I'm gonna safety heal here.
This Mariana also very scary, and then the boss fight is
The boss fight's bad.
yeah.
Please?
Alright, so now it's Winona time for Sanjan.
Yeah, it's just much nicer. As long as I don't need like max special attack for this. Like it's pretty generous, and
Yeah.
even if not, the only annoying thing is just Swallow.
Yeah, same issue applies where you are still setting up on the Swallow, it can still spam double team and ruin everything.
Yeah, so Sanjan's just gonna be like slowly gaining time here. Alright, Scary Face here is actually really... no, it's bad. Okay, I've been embargoed. That is good.
Air Lace is what you want.
Get them out of your system now.
We'll see another one. Alright.
Three.
One interesting thing about
Oh, okay.
about Latios versus Latios is that there are fights that are like
Right. Swallow's fast.
okay,
Attacks.
that are scarier on Latios because your defensive like Latios is a lot tankier, so there are some times where it's like it's a little spicy, but overall it's a lot less spooky.
Right. Yeah, you
Scary,
see a lot
scary,
in
that's
the
the better
run.
word.
There's a lot of back and forth between the two versions. There's a reason why, as May was saying at the start, that both have pretty good top
yeah.
times. World record's not that far apart for
Wait,
both games.
do I want to teach this here? No. I need to teach it later because my stats are so bad.
Rude.
I'm glad I caught that because it Dragon Breath Grass Knot, that's 100% range. Grass Knot and Surf, that's a 3.9% range. Which, not as good.
Yeah, a little low.
I healed, right? I'm sure I did.
Sure. We'll find out. That's why you
So, Sharpedo here knows a move called Ice Fang, which is one of the stupidest moves ever. It has a 10% chance to flinch. It has a 10% chance to freeze. It might be 20% chance to freeze.
The 5% chance to miss.
We are we are weak to ice. We take twice as much damage. So if we get frozen or flinched, we pretty much just lose.
That's where the Latios
That won't
gauntlet
happen.
is. We don't get that for Latios. We just breeze on through.
Right, yeah, because it's just a camera up again, right?
You just
Yeah.
press the
So-
surf button. God,
I
wish that
press
was me.
surf to win. It's the new spin to win, except it's surf.
I am gonna go for grass knot first because if the crits does get the kill, I don't like going for it. All right, did not get the kill.
All right, let's see here. This is Scary
All right,
Face.
Scary
now we're going
Face.
to see the Ice Fang. All right, totally fine. Totally fine.
All right, cool. We are gonna grab the rare candy here, which just makes some rages a little better. It's a tool we'll use later, and then we're gonna fly away and do. So our reward for doing this is the worst rival fight in the game.
Well, we're still a little ways away from that, but
Okay, there's a little bit. There's like 2 fights before.
yeah.
I did not talk to the kitty either. I'm sorry, kitty.
No, we're both gonna have horrible luck now.
I've already had horrible luck. Well, both of us have. Like,
Yeah, how
These
much
have been-
worse could it
These have
get?
been
How-
some of the runs of all time.
what else can happen at this rate?
Mm-hmm. So now Mount Pyre for Sanjan.
Gonna grab
Gonna
this.
do very similar stuff.
I ran out of repels 3 tiles early, but I didn't get an encounter, so we're fine.
Let's go. All right, so now make
We're
fly
going
out of
to
here.
teach fly here. I could have done this in a better menu, but I forgot. I'm going to heal.
So the main scary thing, of course, same with me, is that we can get swaggered.
I have so
I
many.
have,
why do
I have
so many
good
hyper
defense
Pokemon?
though, so it's not like the
Oh.
worst thing, but I would rather not have to use my full heals.
All right, so starting up these fights for Sanjan, May is now flying back to Slateport. We're gonna check what the hubbub is at the museum.
No,
No? No?
we're gonna shop.
Okay, you're
We're
gonna
gonna-
shop
you
and then
gotta
you'll check
shop
out the
before you go
hubbub
to the
at the
museum.
museum.
Yeah.
I gotta remind myself to
Sorry.
buy.
Damn, it's the docks.
I gotta remind myself to buy like 3 extra max repels.
I know a lot about this game apparently.
This is our last shop for the game, unless I decide
Yeah.
to do some safety shopping later, based on how much if I run out of. Where my 1 guard spec? That's truly something that is for a while from now. Won't explain what it does.
Yeah, guard spec is another in-battle item, but unlike the X items where it boosts a specific stat, what it does is it prevents your stats from being lowered for 5 turns. All the Pokemon on your side of the
It's the
game.
same as using Mist.
Yep. And that even applies if you switch on stuff, but that's not going to be relevant for this
Yeah.
run. But yeah, so that'll be really useful for a particular fight. So if you saw on the last fight against the Sharpedo, you Scary Face to lower May's speed harshly. If you had to guard spec up, it would just neutralize that.
Scary face.
Scary Face. But yeah, so now May's going to do a couple Team Aqua fights. So if our wonderful host has anything for us, now's a good time.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I have $34 from JTOG that says, gotta donate for my fave, Nidoking. Then we also have a $21.90 donation from Red Silvers that says, Pokedex donation time. Let's add up my favorites from Gen 1 through 6. Number 29, Nidoran Female. Number 196, Espeon. Number 306, Aggron. Number 403, Shinx. Number 575, Gorithia. Or Gothrita, sorry. And number 681, Eggy Slash, sorry. Generation 3 was my favorite gen, and I've played it nearly 100 times, and also was part of a forum RP set in Hoenn for years on the Captain SNES forum. Naughty, if you're around, miss you. Your RP was the best. Loving the run and loving the differing versions.
And differences aren't going to stop.
Yeah.
They're
It's
just gonna,
everywhere.
They don't stop coming. It's like at this point, the thing, it diverges so much because of the different mains. Is it 3-shot? Oh my goodness. That's
That hits hard.
yeah, it does.
Oh no.
Oh,
I
good
sure-
roll, yeah. That would have been really scary if...
If I low rolled again?
Yeah.
Also, I have to say Courtney's best girl. She's so cute.
I do have the revives, so like,
Yeah. Yeah, so again, at this point, we are not just a solo Marshtomp. We have 2 Pokemon in our party at least, and plus the Class Form. So if you do get knocked out, you can revive.
yeah.
Not a big deal.
Yeah, I don't. Do you get revives?
I buy them for marathons.
I don't buy any.
I don't buy them for PB runs. But like sometimes.
It's mainly because the Latio section is a lot easier, and I
A
really
lot
tend to say
easier.
yeah, a lot Tios.
Yeah, they're pretty much just for like a
easier.
couple parts where like you can. It's because everything sucks.
Yeah, basically my life as a Latios is very easy.
Very smooth.
Yeah, generally very smooth. It's
Yeah.
only like slightly worse at bad stats, but it's not unworkable.
Yeah, Santa just breezing through Mount Pyre while a lot of scary, just a lot of yikes and oof coming from May on these two random grunt fights.
Yeah, like I am pretty much catching up.
Yeah, making up a little bit of time here and there. Yeah, you're technically only 2 fights behind now. So now again, don't press B challenge here for May.
I love pressing B here.
I've done it many times.
Oh yeah.
Again, it's not bad. If you do, you just go back in, but
You lose like 5
problem
seconds.
solved. Not going to be an issue here. Take a little ship ride to Lily Cove, and this is another big difference from like the older games. Normally, you just kind of have to come here normally.
Yeah, they like grab the fly point early.
Yeah.
Like the whole movement thing that sucks.
Yeah, that route between Mount Pyre and Lily Cove is really scary.
Yeah, it's
a lot of trainers and stuff.
But we don't have to worry about it because
you
we just take a ship.
Yeah, the game just lets you do that.
Because just the Emerald Runners never thought about just taking a ship.
But yeah, so this is our first time in Lily Cove City, and that means it is time to fight our rival
Our
again.
final rival fight. There's technically one more rival fight.
Rival.
No, it's rival 4.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
this game stinks.
There's one more rival fight. It is post game. We no
that's
longer
rival
include it
fight.
in timing because it's after 12 or 11 minutes of credits. Thank God we don't have to do that anymore. It was the worst. We never do it in marathons anyways because we're not going to make you sit through 11 minutes of credits.
The music's good, but I don't know about 11 minutes of credit good.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So yeah, now Brendan's team is fully evolved and reasonably higher level now.
Remember Swallow?
Yeah.
He's back.
It's the same swallow strategy, and it's going to sink if it gets
Yeah,
lucky.
we don't have to set up as much, which is nice.
Yeah. But the scariest thing now is Brendan has a Sceptile that has Dual Chop, which is a Dragon-type move that hits twice, and
It's
we are
very
Dragon-type, which means it does double the damage.
I've missed.
Uh-oh.
There's also a range, which is funny. All right.
It's not a range if you hit it.
And now I spam Mist Ball because what you get if you don't grab the PP up, the strategy is you like fly, and then but like Grovyle knows detect, so if it detects at the wrong time, then you just kind of get stuck in this weird loop, and it's very bad. Please don't. Okay.
Yeah,
you can
I can
see-
see why you need the PPI.
You don't have to. You can't do the-
5 is so
Oh,
low.
missed the range.
Oh,
I did not
hate
get Dual
this
Chop.
for me. Oh boy.
Oh my god.
oh no.
It has like no HP though, so this
Yeah.
is still not. It tried to go again.
That was so lame.
What a troll. Yeah, we saw that first hit knocked it to yellow HP, and then the second hit was just a lower roll on that 16-sided die that I was referring to earlier.
Think they have any priority moves?
Yeah, no, it's a Macargo.
Well,
It's not gonna have quick attack.
well, Wailord's really fast.
Yeah. I heard Heavy Slam has priority in this round, so.
Wait, it does?
No.
Extreme Speed Wailord coming after.
I would roll. Galarian Slowpoke is fast, so like.
I should call him
Alright,
Fast
so
Poke.
that was like bad, but I didn't die, so it was good.
Yeah.
Hooray!
Meanwhile, I'm just pressing surf to win. I got
Really,
through
really
the
scary fight with the Numel here.
I got through the third to last scary Mardiana, but I still so the Brendan fight for Omega Ruby is still a little scary, but definitely not as scary. It's mostly scary because of the swallow and setup.
And now we're gonna go Steel.
Steel?
We're gonna go
Like
raid
the
the
Pokemon
Team
fight?
Aqua base.
Oh.
Because they got some good stuff in there. They got specifically one good thing in there that we really want. Because if you've ever watched the Emerald Run, you know that they use Rayquaza, and they do a like timing manip to catch it, right? We don't have that, but instead we have something even better. The Master Ball.
Master Ball. It is a pretty lengthy detour in this game. It's not horrible, but it does take time to grab it. But you need to grab it. So.
I have rooted one route in this game that doesn't have to grab it, and it rules. Apom trade alt main does not have to grab it.
It's funny.
It's a little risky, but it saves so much time.
What do you do instead?
You killed Kyogre.
Oh, but like, do you have like powerful moves? I take it like to.
Yeah, because you have I believe I don't remember how we do it. You have a skill link, which helps a lot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Evapom is like low key pretty good Pokemon.
Yeah, well, we don't have to catch any Pokemon up to this point. We just got gifted the Latios, and Latios got gifted the cast form. We will have to catch the Kyogre and Groudon at the end of the game. And if you don't, so if you weren't going to use it as a Pokemon, you still have to at least knock it out. You can't just
run
away like you could in other games. So just catching the master, like, just getting even if we could knock it out and just use our Latios, so it's
every other thing I've tried rooting. It's just not worth it.
Yeah.
It's either like unbelievably risky or it just doesn't work.
Yeah, it's extremely scary because it's not just a Kyogre and Groudon. It's a primal evolution of them. He has the rain and the sun up boosts their damage too, and it just destroys you.
All right, here we go. Good old
Swallow time. That was
Wow.
it. Okay, starting with a critical area release. That's good.
This is
gonna need to
also
heal.
right here. This is the real win of playing off a Sapphire. You have to like be careful with your inputs to get the Master Ball in Omega Ruby, but the bases are flipped
Yeah.
and slightly different. And so in this game, we just talk to a tree.
Yeah, if you talk to the tree, the game just like corrects you and makes you talk
This
to
is
the Master
the only
Ball.
game that does that.
In
It's
Omega
very
Ruby, you
nice.
have to like actually diagonal and face towards the Master Ball. 'Cause
yeah.
you could go from
If
the
you do it
bottom
wrong,
right.
if you do it wrong, you get a free electrode.
Yeah. Electrode, you can't necessarily run away from it, and it can end your run or make you lose a lot
Also,
of time.
here's some of the cargo I attempted to draw. I tried.
I thought it was pretty good. At least you didn't forget Ralts' fins. What do those do? Are they just for aerodynamic?
For psychic damage.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
And coming up here, we have a really hard fight for me. So if you got donations, feel free.
Oh, yeah. So I want to quickly just remind everybody that we still have one more bid war open for Groudon and Kyogre, and they're still taking the top two. We still have Mega Manatee and Smax in the lead, but not far behind is Leafeon and Big Sandslash, followed by Parabol, Grovyle, and Spheal. But we have a $50 donation from Ribbon Mac, who is my brother. He says, "Hey everyone, enjoying RPG Limit Break this year. Best luck to the runners and shout out to the host for hosting an awesome game. Go sister go." This donation is for the multiple Kingdras, my favorite Pokemon. And then we also have $50 from Paul Thedra that says, "Shout out to my little brother who loved OG Ruby. We lost to suicide. Always reach out to those close to us. Mental health is out there for everyone in some form." And just as a reminder, if you need help or know someone who needs help, NAMI does have a helpline that is available Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Time via call, text, and live web chat. To reach the NAMI helpline, you can call 1-800-950-6264 or visit nami.org/help to access all of the NAMI helpline resources and contact information.
This is the last scary mighty enemy we have to fight.
So yeah, that fight was not actually hard. That was who would win one level 36 Latias or 5 level 8 Puchianos.
Doggos.
Now, what is very
8
funny?
Growly boys.
Every single one of those Growly boys has Sand Attack.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a spread move, for example, let's say you rooted out Drifblim,
Yeah.
who doesn't learn a spread move, except for I believe self-destruct at like level 58 or something. I have to use 2 guard specs and it's so bad.
Yeah. Fun fact, my Alpha Sapphire cartridge crashes every time it loads that Horde fight with the Puchiana.
Really?
Yeah, you were there for that.
That was a 2 and 16th range. We take those.
Yeah,
We take
sure.
those.
Why
Take
not?
those dubs. All right, so now I'm gonna grab the Master Ball. I have to be careful not to get the extra encounter. Ah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we are getting close to the end of the Latios and Latias section, but there's still some scary things.
Yeah, so get
coming
those.
up soon.
I mean, so you do look like you do. Even though we are getting to the end of the section, you do still have like 30 minutes. because of really long.
There's a lot of
cutscenes,
cutscenes, yeah.
before we get Kyogre Groudon, but like that 30 minutes, that'll be over in a blink. Like you don't, you think you have time, but
Get those
Time-
donations in.
time keeps ticking. That's the thing about it.
If you want your name to win, especially if you didn't get the...
I want to see Mega
Obvious.
Mantine go all the way to the top, baby. I think it already is, but I want to see it
I think
continue.
it is already.
I want to see it continue to be. I think it's a good name for Groudon.
Yeah.
Mega Mantine Groudon.
Mega Mantine and Mega Centiskorch.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good combination.
So, Sanjan here, once again, just fighting all these Newballs, and then we'll also do the Horde fight in just a little bit with all those Puchianas. May doing a little bit of movement is heading to the next town, Moss Deep City. This is where you're going to fight the 7th gym leader. And you also have some cutscenes and stuff here as well.
There's like 10...
It's afterwards.
Yeah.
That fight is 10 pages, by the way. Like,
Yeah, so that fight's not 10 pages in this game, though.
Yeah, this fight is a lot simpler in this game. Not entirely because of, but well, one, you have Latios, but also because of mechanics changed. So in the older games,
Through Gen 3. They
Gen
changed
4
it.
too.
Gen 4 you can't either? I thought you couldn't Gen 4.
You can't. Oh, Gen 5 changes it. Yeah, that's
Is Gen
when you can.
5?
Yeah. So before Gen 5, you cannot use X items on like your partner in battle. So if you're in a double battle and you have 2 Pokemon out, you can't have one use X items on the other one. If you use an X item, it just activates on yourself. So that's a big
Paulo.
problem for like Tate and Liza in Gen 3 because that would make the fight a lot easier if you could do that.
Except for Colo.
Yeah,
Colo's
except for
built
Colo.
different.
Well, Colo, it's
well,
because
Colo's
of a bug.
different because of a bug. You can't do it in XD,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which makes XD like a lot more tougher and awkward. But
Yeah, so-
that's a different story.
Yeah, so that mechanic change here makes this a lot easier, and again, well, you also just have a free legendary Pokemon, which helps things. This puzzle also a lot simpler. There's no force fights, a lot faster in general.
If you do hit the fights here, they're really bad. There's like a Kadabra that just knows recover, and it's horrible.
But yeah, Tate and Liza here have a Solrock and a Lunatone. This is a double battle. We're going to use our poor Marshtomp / Castform here as well.
It's actually easier for Latias because of lower special attack. on
True,
average.
yeah. So that sounds kind of counterintuitive, where obviously you want to do as much damage as possible, but you don't want to knock them too low at specific points because it can prolong the fight. So being able to do less damage is actually kind of nice. And we'll see how things go for May as she goes into it. Again, she's going to basically just do the strat of Surf, and then the other Pokemon uses X Special, and then just repeat that until she wins.
Yeah, I just got through Courtney too, which is a pretty straightforward fight. It's press Surf to win. LOL.
Oh no! Okay, now he lived through it. Whew. No!
How could you?
Alright, so this is going to look like a very standard fight here with that damage roll, or those damage rolls.
I don't have enough X special attack for this to be weird. Or I don't have enough special. My special attack heavy is so low.
Yeah.
But there's no way this is weird.
Yeah, we might get a weirder one on Sanjan than the
Yeah.
Do you have a good one?
It's max special attack, so...
Really?
it'll
max
probably
neutral,
be-
yeah.
Oh, max neutral. Okay.
Yeah, max neutral.
Alright, so that's 7 gym badges for May.
Hooray! Now we have a big plot detour.
Yeah, we don't actually get to do the 8th gym for a very long time.
Yeah. Remember how I said we have 30 minutes until Kyogre? We do the 8th gym with Kyogre, so...
Yeah, so it'll be a while. But once you get Kyogre, the game just kind of like breezes through after that.
Yeah, same thing with Groudon, but they'll be taking still different paths.
Please stop talking. Thank you.
Alright, Sanjan catching up. Already entering Moss
That's
Deep
what I'm
Gym
saying.
as well.
You just
yeah.
save so much
Again, yeah,
time.
you're just surfing everything and winning. Surf to win.
Like, you all were like, oh, with that death, the thread of prophecy is severed, but no.
Yeah, that's what we said.
Yeah.
Funniest text box in the game coming up, by the way. Because we name our characters names one character. When Steven runs over, you can see an extremely messed up text box. It's like after we go and look at these 2 people on the beach, I believe. Get out of there, guys. What are you doing? You just saw a giant pillar of light. Sorry, the big fat pillar of light, as they put it.
I love plot.
Oh, and it's right here. I always find it really funny.
Yeah, in general, this game does a better job of kind of like railroading you towards where you need to go and like reminding you and making sure you go to these places. Because in the original games, it is pretty easy to like miss where things are and not go where you need to go when you need to go there.
Because like they're not. These games are more linear. That like in Emerald, like they skip Brawly and come back. And God, I wish we could do that, but we can't.
Yeah.
It actually would probably still be pretty bad, but.
Hideki would be better at least.
I mean, but like everything after, like I don't know how we get to the museum.
Sure.
These games probably would not be comparable
Yeah.
if we were able to do late Hideki or late Brawly. I mean, late Hideki as well, I guess. So our reward for all of Marsh Tom's service to us is to teach it dive and dive on its dead body. It will never be revived for the rest of the run.
Or
R.I.P.
R.I.P. to a real one.
Yeah. Yeah, so we may get a weird fight here because it could heal.
Yeah, what I was sort of referring to earlier is you don't want to do too much damage because then it heals. Now it can, if they solar beam this turn, then they can't heal on the next turn while they're like doing their thing. Definitely
Recovering.
Enough
Sunny
damage
day.
for the soul rock.
Okay.
Sunny day also lowers your surf damage, so
Yeah.
something
I'm gonna have
to
to
be
use
aware
another
of
one, but it's
potentially
not a
if they
big
do
deal.
heal.
Not the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
So
And the forecast.
Gosh.
So just repeating here. Hey, congrats on what is it? Oh, you hit the thing.
Remember
Yeah.
my repel ran out?
Oh.
I just
Oh.
haven't been. That was like 30 minutes ago, and I just didn't get punished for forgetting that I never used another repel
Wow.
until just now. I mean, we were indoors for a lot of it.
Oh yeah, so here's a weird
I'm very
fight.
surprised we didn't get one.
Yeah,
until
we got the soul rock heal. Again, fortunately, still doing enough damage there. If this is a Latios, it probably would not hit that. It would not two-shot this with the sun up and everything.
Yeah.
now. No, we would struggle.
Yeah, so could have been a lot worse. Just one extra turn. Not the end of the world.
I'll have to keep track of my surf count though, but I think we should be fine.
So you're gonna watch a cutscene. I'm gonna do a bunch of movement, which means it's time for some donations.
Excellent. I just want to update us on the bid war for the Groudon and Kyogre naming bid war. So we've had a little bit of a shift. Mega Mantine is still in the lead with a pretty substantial with $65. And then behind it now is at $26, and that's now Leafeon. So Snacks has been
Yes, let's go.
usurped, I guess we could say. And then we have $5 from Blank that says, how about a $5 dono train for our favorite Mons? There's a special place in my heart for Mary the Sheep. Thank you so much. And then we have $5 from Sandy Beach _IRL that says, forgot to say this earlier, let's go, women.
Woo! Woo! If Leafeon wins, you are naming yours Leafeon.
You know what'd be really funny is if Sanjan pulls ahead, because then Groudon will be Mega Mantine, and then you will have
That's
Leafeon.
not how this works.
And then you will have Leafeon.
Mega Mantine has to be Kyogre. Cease your.
No, that's not how the bid wars have been going so far.
Well,
so.
we can do.
Hey.
Can I talk to you in private for a second? What do you do?
Chat, if you want to upset the balance,
Yeah, if you want to upset the balance
Don't
of
do this
our
to
world,
donate.
Don't do this.
donate for Leafeon.
Donate
Yeah.
for Mega
Or hope
Mantine.
Sanjan catches up. One of the
Justice
two.
for Leafeon.
Justice for, like, Leafeon is May's favorite Pokemon.
It is not my favorite Pokemon.
Fun fact.
When you lie, I might die here. This fight stinks. Actually, it's fine. I have revives.
Yeah, we're now in the...
Wait, no, my entire party's dead. That's right. It's not
Yeah.
fine. It's pretty
Did
spooky.
you save before?
Hee-hee. Yeah, I always save before this fight in marathons because it sucks.
Now the big muck that is weak to Psychic at least, but does not go down.
we're
Ooh, that's a good dodge.
fine.
That is a
I
good
probably would
dodge.
have died there. Alright, so this next fight is pretty funny because
pretty scary.
this Mightyena, it's generally fine. It's usually fine. But this Mightyena knows one specific move that is the bane of my existence. And what might that move be, Etchy?
Embargo.
That's correct.
Embargo is a move that when used prevents your opponent from using items.
Which means we just can't set up and we reset the game when
Yep.
that happens. There's nothing we can do.
It's very bad.
It's workable for Latios if you have like good speed and like decent defenses, but like it's still like bad, but it's not like a run thing.
In Omega Ruby, when it happens to me, I kind of just freestyle my way through the fight, and it works out okay
Yeah.
enough.
I did a bunch of calculations to figure out can you get away with it? And as long as you don't get embargoed As long as you get one special attack in, I believe you can make it work.
Yeah.
Because you don't like the main thing is that the Crobat has haze, which resets all of your stat changes. And if that happens, you don't have enough. You don't have enough damage to one-shot Mega Sharpedo unless you crit, which I have done.
Yeah, even like we have Mega Camera up, which is like you just surf.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Mega Sharpedo will kill you. We are gonna probably still set up for 3 here if we can, like unless we get embargoed, then we won't. But we do. The thing is, we do still need to get through 3 turns without being embargoed.
Yeah, so we're starting out here with the guard spec that I talked about earlier, just preventing any stat drops.
Specifically, speed.
Yeah, very, very
And
important.
the AI doesn't realize we use the guard spec, so often will just continue to spam.
Yeah, which makes it pretty unlucky to get embargoed.
Yeah, it's very rare. But maybe we'll show it for you here today. Where's my guard spec?
I mean, anything can happen. Like, there's a lot that has happened in this run. It's
In this race, yeah.
This race has been something.
So yeah, just neutralizing the scary
Alright.
faces, no problem.
So now I can push forward if I need to.
All right, no
Alright.
embargo.
Now we're likely to be fine.
Alright, yeah, so
And now we're good.
yeah, May gonna use all 3 because of her lockout stats, and I'm gonna push through.
All right.
No embargo, no funny business.
Unless I like misinput, but
Sanjan also on a similar grunt fate to what May fought earlier. Also gonna be a Mighty and Muck, I believe. Or no, it's a Weezing, right?
Yeah, it's a Weezing.
Weezing, that's good.
It can be bad, like if I get a hit here, but hopefully it won't be too bad.
so once I finish this fight, you have approximately 10 minutes before I have a Kyogre. So that is your time limit on
Your
getting
warning.
getting in those donations.
Yeah, if you want to upset May and get Leafeon as the winning bid, this is your chance.
And just to update you on that, I will tell you, Leafeon has now dropped back to 3rd place.
Let's go.
So Mega
Wow.
Mantine is still in the lead. So if somebody wants to upset May,
It's time.
now's the time.
So now we're in the cutscene zone. Where we
Yeah.
watch 10 minutes of cutscene.
At least
Not
you don't have to
10
listen
minutes.
to the
You watch like 1 minute.
At least you don't
and
have
then-
to listen to the Omega
I mean,
Ruby music.
We
Yeah.
we surf to a place and then listen to more cutscenes, and then we bike and then we watch more cutscenes, and then we catch Kyogre, and then
Mantine, yeah, with the Master Ball.
and then we watch more cutscenes. So pretty much once Sanjan gets through this fight, the cutscene zone means it's the donation zone.
Yep.
Yeah, get him in if you want to get red soon. Now we're going to Maxi for Sanjan. Again, very similar idea where you're just setting up a lot on the first mon and trying to not get embargo.
Yeah, I set up a lot less because
Yep.
it's camera up.
Yeah.
It can go bad if I get embargoed, especially with this Latios having lower speed. Or actually, no, it's a special attack that's an issue.
Yeah, turns out camera pretty easy to knock out when you
Yeah.
so it's not too bad.
It's still 4 times weak
Yep,
to water.
still melts to a drop of rain falling on it. So we'll see what happens here for Sanjan. Again, once again, just leading out with the guard spec, going into the X speed, and then just setting up however many X specs are required.
Yeah, I do have to at speed, and it's gonna be bad if I don't get it, or if I get embargo, but it's probably not the end of the world.
Right.
So let's see. Okay,
Takedown.
Okay.
Interesting.
An interesting
Sure.
strategy. We'll see if it pays off for him. It goes down the X speed. All right.
Alright, there you
Just
go.
want to see more of those.
Once you have 1, you're fine, right?
Yeah.
Taunt. Great.
That's weird. That was a weird one.
That was a funny one. You saw every move except for embargo.
Yeah.
I didn't kill, but not like it matters. I mean,
Yeah.
if it embargoed now, I was like, okay,
Sure.
And now it's pretty much free.
Cool.
I can just Luster Purge and surf my way to victory. Woohoo.
Yeah, it's wild how easily everything goes down with your +1 compared to May's +3 that she had to bust
If
out.
you care about the plot of the game, by the way, Archie is currently in the finding out phase.
What happens when you release a super ancient Pokemon?
You find out.
So yeah, this is the superior music for this section because the Omega Ruby music is terrible in this part. It's just a few notes
Yeah.
repeated
Highly,
over and over again.
highly recommend staying on this music until we are through catching the last set of legendaries, because there's an actual song for this, and the one for Omega Ruby is like on repeat for
Yeah.
the entire time.
Brutal.
It's really bad.
All right, not through max speed.
All right,
Pretty smooth.
team leaders down, and now it is time to catch our legendary Pokemon, but more importantly, go through a lot of cutscenes. So if our host has things
Check out
they
this
want to talk
pro.
about, now's
Look
the
at
time.
this pro.
Well, donate
Yes.
for Leafeon, please.
All right, so I know people are once again just waiting for the last absolute second to snipe these names. I did just kind of want to remind everybody that the National Alliance on Mental Health Illnesses current work is informed by more than 40 years of inspiring conversation, support, and action that ultimately strengthens the fabric of communities and promotes opportunities to thrive for anyone touched by mental illness. NAMI draw on their past accomplishments, the wisdom of lived experience, and current scientific understanding of mental health to help those suffering.
Remember to stretch because there's a lot of mashing.
Yeah, everyone get up and
My
stretch
thumb's
too during
feeling
this section.
really bad.
Yeah, please donate to NAMI, y'all. It's a great cause, and I'm really happy we can be here to help support that cause right now.
Mental health is important, y'all.
For sure.
Despite how this game is treating both of us right now, this is one of, if not my favorite speedruns. So
I was gonna ask you, May, why did so this was your first Pokemon speedrun, right?
no,
What is your first Pokemon speedrun?
Pokemon Let's Go.
Really?
Uh-huh.
You played Let's Go first?
I played Let's Go first.
Wow. Okay,
And
well.
yet, somehow I still stayed doing it. How wild is that?
Yeah, gross. So yeah, what do you like about this speedrun, May?
The speedrun, I don't know, I just feel like playing this game feels good to play. I don't know. Some people disagree because it's 30 FPS, but I think for a 30 FPS game, it's very, like, fluid.
Yeah.
So the menus feel good.
I know you're just in general a Gen 3 fan.
I'm a Gen 3 enjoyer. I'm
Yeah.
in it. That helps. This game is good.
Yeah. What about you, Sandra? Because was this your second one too?
That's what's my second one. So
Okay.
I learned Sword and Shield first.
Right.
Oh, no, wait, actually my
right?
third.
Yeah.
I learned Sword and Shield in Pokemon Black.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
And then I learned Omega Ruby.
Yeah. What do you like about this run?
It's like, it's good for a beginner to get into. Like, despite everything that has happened here, like you could fix a lot of these things by saving.
Yeah.
Like I just did not save in the right place, and sometimes May too, and it happens. But
Yeah.
it's like simple to learn, but once you master it, it's like really rewarding.
Yeah,
For
I
sure.
agree with that.
Yeah. There's a lot of RNG in the run, and a lot of ways to like try to minimize it and improve at the game. But it is very beginner friendly in terms of just like getting the basics down. The movement's very straightforward and fun, and not nearly as punishing as some of the older games.
Yeah. And,
No RNG manip.
if you're thinking of getting into, I prefer manipless runs because each run feels more unique.
Yeah.
Because
For sure.
you're figuring out stats on the fly and you're adjusting your strategies. And if you're thinking about getting into one of these games, do that one. Do
Omega Ruby.
Do Omega
And
Ruby.
then do Alpha Sapphire later if you want.
Yeah.
You should do Alpha Sapphire if you love Kyogre and Latias.
Which I do. That's why I run this
Yeah.
one. Because I'm stubborn and make bad choices.
I just like Groudon, Fire.
I definitely
Fire
leaned
type is
towards
been, like, my
Groudon as a
favorite.
kid with the Ruby
Really?
box art. I was like, this guy looks cool.
Kyogre's like my favorite legendary.
This guy's a funny looking guy.
He's a
I definitely
funny
want to get this
whale.
one. I don't know.
He's got so many
Like-
beaks. Look at him.
He's,
I
he's
forgot
kind of
to-
goofy.
He is goofy. He's a goofy little guy.
No, it's gonna be cute when you do the scene where you, like
The baby
later
one?
on. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
just like,
I forgot I have a big man, a big Kyogre that I forgot. I keep
Oh, you
forgetting
did.
that time.
Man, that's I think they're the same thing, right?
All right, so I'm going to bike through the Cave of Origin, not the Cave of Wonder. That's Aladdin. And then at the bottom of this, there'll be a little cutscene. I'll have a really hard fight with Kyogre, and then we'll name it. So you got like a couple
Yeah,
minutes.
last minute donations, y'all get those
But
in.
you got, like,
can we get
probably
Leafeon on
3.
top, please?
And I will just jump in here for a second and tell you there is a $1 difference between Leafeon and Snack right now. The donors
boy.
have been bidding back and forth in both directions, so just keep that in mind. Mega Mantine is still pretty much in the lead, though. I don't know if anybody's going to be able to come shake that off the top spot, though. We'll
Somebody's
see.
waiting to ruin my life.
So they're waiting for the. They wanted to make sure that you would get the first
Yeah.
one. That you would be in the lead at this
They're
point.
waiting to ruin me.
That's really funny. I'm here for the chaos.
I love all my evolutions equally. I don't care for Leafeon.
What's wrong with Leafeon?
But yeah, what's wrong with Leafeon? Explain to us.
So Leafeon looks like it's like a rotting cabbage.
What?
A rotting lettuce. I don't like it.
No, go on. Keep hating.
No,
Go on.
I'm just a hater. I like every
I
other
really like
evolution.
Leafeon for what it's worth. I'm just gonna put that out there, Chad.
Leafeon's like specially defensive, right? Or
It's physical attack, and I don't know what its secondary.
No, it's not the
is.
physical attack one, 'cause that's Flareon.
No, but like all the evolutions are like once they either focus more on special attack or
Yeah.
like attack.
Yeah.
And Leafeon's more physical attack.
I'd like to jump in real quick again with just another update. So this has gotten really, really, really close.
Oh my gosh.
I'll read the donations afterwards, but for now we have a new top reigning name of United Wings at $75.
Yeah.
Mega Mankind is
Okay.
behind still by $65, and then Leafeon is now in third place with $59. So
That's
chat,
so close.
please, and everybody watching at home, if you care and want to name these Pokemon, please get those donations in. There is not much time left at all now, and we just had a major upset.
United Wings is the deck I've been playing in the Pokemon trading card game. You just have a bunch of birds that rules.
It's pretty funny.
All right, we got one cutscene until I fight Kyogre.
Yeah,
Time runs short.
I'm not too far behind.
So yeah, here's the Kyogre fight. Again, super scary if you actually needed to knock it out, which you would have to if you weren't catching it. But we grabbed the Master Ball earlier, so we're gonna catch it, and it'll be our new friend. Again, same idea applies as Latios and Latias, where it is gonna have fixed 3 stats that are basically perfect, but the nature is random. Kyogre is generally better than Groudon,
Yeah.
but it's really not that big of a difference, especially compared to
It's just because
like-
it's because we're in like the last 20-25 minutes. of the run.
exactly, yeah.
So if we got Kyogre earlier, it would add up a lot more. Because Kyogre is better than Groudon.
Yeah.
In terms of just like what we need it to do, mainly because it gets stabbed on the type that its weather gives, which is like, but that's double damage.
Yeah.
It's so much damage.
Yeah, you do not get that for Groudon. Groudon at least gets very powerful moves, though. It gets Earthquake.
Yeah.
Super
So the
broken.
trade-off is that you get a better setup.
Yeah, you get
Because
Swords
you
Dance.
get Swords
which is
Dance.
huge.
We don't have
Yeah.
Nasty Plot, so
You use Calm Mind instead.
which only gives us one stage.
Yeah.
If we got Nasty Plot in this, oh my goodness.
I'll hold it up here while you fight the Kyogre for the good
Not-
Kyogre stat luck.
It's not even the right time.
I'm sorry. Do you own a Mega Kyogre?
I don't. I own a Mega Rayquaza, that's it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen that. I've seen
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
It's fun because there's like a wire in it, so you can pose it.
Ooh, that's fancy.
Yeah. That's my,
Oh yeah, I have
These have little wires.
a shiny Rayquaza.
I feel like it's
I never noticed.
a very base.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, that's like a little fin.
It's a little thin.
Also, this is like
I'm trying to distract you, make you lose time. Sorry, go ahead.
this cutscene's gonna like fail every safety standard.
Oh yeah, nothing about this is safe.
Yeah,
I will
Maze
need
is
that.
a little bit safer.
I will need that name in about 5 seconds.
Okie dokie, I'm ready.
All right.
I will say the donations have been coming in, so it is probably not what we think it is.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I'm worried.
Hey, we're
All right,
gonna
give me
need
the
the
name.
name.
All right, and the name for Kyogre is Paraball.
Wait, how do you spell that?
Paraball.
Terrible.
And I'm sure that that is because of a $100 donation from Anonymous. Thank you so much for
Whoa.
sniping that. Great work.
This bid war is
Yeah,
intense.
this has been.
That was an intense
People
one.
care about.
know.
People love these little guys. And who can blame them?
People love Kyogre and Groudon.
Groudon. Oh my gosh. The fight between Kyogre and Groudon name war is just like the fight between Kyogre and Groudon.
Yeah.
And because we're not doing the Delta episode, no one can stop it.
Yep.
So, fun fact: when I was a kid, and I really wanted to get Pokemon Ruby when it came out,
Yeah.
and I had to like justify it to my parents, so I just told them that the game would only be out for a limited time, and I had to buy it this weekend, or it'd be gone forever. So they bought it for me, and then I don't know how they felt when it was still in stores like 2 weeks later. When I went back to go buy Sapphire.
And you were like, yeah, May's up here lying the whole time. You were out here doing fraud.
it's not like that happens with real games nowadays. So it's,
Yeah, they would never do
Yeah.
that. I can't wait to play Super Mario or Mario All Stars.
So yeah, just cutscenes here for May. Sanjan now doing the Groudon thing.
Yeah, so I'll need the Groudon fight in about, or the Groudon name in
Groudon
about 40 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I read some donations in the meantime?
Yes, please
Yes,
do.
I'm just gonna cut
Excellent. We have $10 from Bradley Saber that says, "Setian, less than 3." We have a $38.90 donation from Naz that says, "To the tune of a verse of All Star by Smash Mouth." Okay, I can do this. No, I can't. I'm too nervous now. So the differences keep coming and they don't stop coming. Fed by Bolton and my Groudon's running. I really don't want to go catch my Lickitung. My Mascarin is smart, but my Loudred is dumb. So much to fight, so much to keep. So what's wrong with liking my Pat Rat? You'll never catch if you don't throw.
Throw!
You'll never speed up if you slow, bro.
Bro!
Hey, I did it. Okay, so good luck to both of the runners of this great race.
That was really good.
Oh.
Thank you.
good.
Here's my donation for my favorite Pokemon, number 389, Torterra. And then we had $75 from Orkusher Kick. Sorry, that was really hard to say. Donating to name May's Kyogre after her favorite PTC deck, United Wings. Shout outs to all those birds. We know that was after our snipe. That was crazy.
Original's
Yeah.
been playing a lot of United Ring.
And then we had $28.20 from the Burning Hunter that said, donating $28.20 for another favorite Pokemon of mine, Gardevoir, sorry.
I'll need the name now.
I'm opening that up for a refresh.
See what it is.
And it's
proceed.
United Wings with
All right.
$75. Thank
Okay.
you.
United Space Wings.
All one word. United
Okay.
and Wings are uppercase.
Yeah, it would have fit. Wait, would it? Yeah, it would have fit. You have 12 characters.
They're probably worried, yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it. Time to see if my Kyogre is any good. Okay, Steven's gonna talk forever and then give us the Eon Flute, a thing we don't use in this run.
Yeah.
We do use it in Elite Four Round 2, and we use it in what's it called? The monkey. In April.
The monkey, yeah.
Infernape?
Okay, yeah.
In
Infernape,
April
yeah.
main because we never teach fly.
A Rangaroo, right?
Or we know we box something. I don't remember what we do. I read that so long ago.
Also, this cutscene is 2 minutes long, so it's like your stretch break.
Yeah. It's the built-in bathroom break.
May
run.
finishing up that cutscene on her end, and now gets to play the game with the Kyogre. We get to see how good it is. I'm very excited.
Give me a. What if my Kyogre was a Groudon? I have to go back and get Earthquake. That'd be pretty funny. That's not a thing. We don't do that.
All right, so I'm gonna do the menu now. Gonna teach it a bunch of moves and give it the item that you want to give it. First up, you're giving it Calm Mind, which we got from Tantalizer earlier. Again, this is
we
a
got,
setup move.
This is
Whoa.
pretty
Wow.
spicy.
158.
97, 95, right?
That's modest nature, so minus attack plus
158.
special attack,
Okay,
which is
it's
really
not,
good.
It's not tippity top special attack, but
86.
86. And then 158. So it's minus speed or minus attack,
Minus
right?
attack, yeah.
I think is that ult? Nope. There we go.
You're on the clock. Go, go, go.
So the 31s are not anything useful, but it's really slow.
Oh, 0 to 2 IV speed.
Oh,
That's
no.
the minimum.
It's actually not that good.
Yeah, even though it is
Can I
basically the
teach
best
her?
nature, which is plus special attack minus attack, because you're not going to do any physical attacks, the stats still are not that good, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Speed matters quite a bit.
Yeah, for Kyogre,
So-
speed matters quite a bit.
The thing is that this is rooted so that we can run with anything. Item, move, there. This run is rooted so that you can do the end game with any legend. What am I doing? Any legend, regardless of stats. Mainly because it would suck to go all the way up to this point and be like, well, I guess I can't play the game anymore.
Yeah.
So it is rooted. The Latias deck is also rooted for anything. It's just there sometimes you just get. Also part of it too is at this point, Kyogre's so good that unless you just have the absolute worst Kyogre of all time, you're generally pretty fine.
Yeah. And you notice there, she was actually surfing on the Kyogre. That is a benefit. Kyogre surfs faster than the regular surf mons. But now we're at the ice puzzle for Corvimae. This ice puzzle is scarier than the original games because you can run, and because it's a speedrun, you have to run. So it's very easy to mess up. You do get the additional advantage though of the modern 3D game that you can go diagonally if you need to, and you also have these little platforms to help fix things. but the scary part is just running an extra tile
Am I
when you don't
wrong?
want
No,
to. No,
that's
you're good.
Very good.
All right, easy peasy for May. We're gonna see it soon for Sanjan
If you
as
fail
well.
that, you play so many optionals. That's why I saved there. It's just fast.
Yeah.
It's better, always better to save there for like a marathon setting. Unless you're like 100% confident, but I know I'm not.
That was pretty slow, honestly. Because I forgot if I did it right.
Better to take it slow than fall down, so understandable. So yeah, now we're on the Wallace fight, the final gym leader. We're finally here. It's been like 30 minutes since the last one.
I love cutscenes.
But we're just gonna set up on the love disc here. It does like to confuse. But we're gonna set up with the Calm Mind again. Calm Mind boosting your special attack and your special defense by 1 stage. So it's nice in the sense that it at least makes you bulkier too.
We're not Calm Minding yet.
Okay, you Calm Mind on Lose Cash, sorry.
Did it miss?
Yeah,
Nice. That saves time.
very cool.
150 HP.
Yeah, so let's see these Groudon stats. Or sorry, United Wing stats.
United Wing stats, yeah.
Minus attack, not ideal.
Not great.
But plus special defense,
Are
also
you-
not great.
Wait, we got the same one? We both modest?
No, mine's
Or
special defense.
Special
Yeah.
defense.
Or even worse. At least
Yeah.
special attack, you could get extra overheat damage.
That is true.
137, 144, 100.
You have good speed at least?
No.
This is what we
What are you,
professionals
31?
call un-Fortnite.
Yeah, our 31s are attack, defense. I hope it's special attack. Sorry. 108?
Yeah, 108 is 31.
Okay, so it could have been worse, I guess.
So a nice thing also about being a Kyogre here is we come with a move called Origin Pulse. Origin Pulse is like, what if Hydro Pump was better?
Yeah.
It is, I believe, it is 85% accuracy, and I
Yes.
believe the same base power, right? Why did I Origin Pulse that? I could have just searched, whatever.
I think so. That sounds right. Technology, I can check.
I believe it's the same.
Because what's
And
what's
it also-
Precipice Blade?
It also has 10 PP. I don't know.
Precipice is 85 accuracy.
No, but
What's the base
damage.
power? Is it one?
I have no idea on that
Does
one.
Hydro Pump's
Because I don't.
120?
There's two different routes for
You
this.
know this. Hydro Pump's 120, right?
Hydro Pump is
Or is it 110?
110.
110.
No, 120.
Okay. That was a real.
Right?
That was a real buying Ruby move from you. I'm not.
Yeah, Origin Pulse is 110, so yeah, it's 1. Yeah. Wait, let me double check for Hydro Pump because now I'm second guessing myself.
Oh my god.
I just don't know anymore. Hydro Pump.
So yeah, getting the 8th badge gives us the magical ability to walk over broken ice. So that's cool. We're gonna teach our final hymn, which is Waterfall.
Yeah, so for the Groudon route, there's actually two different ways to go about it. You can use Precipice Blades and then skip the red orb on the Elite Four, but there's an alternate route that uses Overheat and uses the red orb instead for the Elite Four. So you saw me just like take that time to like get my stats while I teach like 3 moves.
A sweet thing this game does, by the way, is it lets you fly to any route. A
Yeah.
thing that they did not keep, but it rules.
Very good. Hydro Pump is 110, by the way.
It is 110. So they're both
I
110.
definitely knew if you had asked me this outside of this context, I would have given you the correct answer.
Okay, and yet you didn't. Curious.
If I was just playing Let's Go and you asked me, I would have been like, oh yeah.
So they're both
110.
110, right?
Yeah.
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 It's just
You were right. in
it's
your
just
initial
what if
answer.
Hydro Pump was better?
Yeah. All right, so just some surfing movement here. As long as you don't hit any of the trainers, it's fine. It's even if you do, they're not
do hit the
first.
trainers, it just means you have to fight a trainer. It's not like scary.
Yeah.
I went so low
Almost
there.
a little too low
I went
there.
so low there. I
Little
think
scary.
I would have been seen if she'd flipped.
Yeah. But yeah, we're seeing the high-speed Kyogre just breeze through this water.
Not the fastest mount because Sharpedo has bike speed in water.
That's wild. That is so
It is
fast.
so fast.
But before we go into the Victory Road here, the last dungeon of the game, May's going to take a quick pick stop at the Pokemon Center. Not going to heal directly, but is going to use the box for a very specific reason. 1, to heal the Kyogre, and 2, to empty out these extra mons. Because what she needs to do here is have only 1 Pokemon still alive that has not been knocked out. The Marshtomp, if you notice very carefully the way May menued, is she didn't heal the Marshtomp. The Marshtomp is still knocked out because there's actually a forced double battle here normally, but by keeping only one Pokemon alive, you skip that.
Yeah.
And you still need the Marshtomp for the HM.
That is a thing that works in every single mainline game that has double battles.
Yep.
Since Gen 3, you could always do it.
So there's Wallace for Sanjan. Totally smooth, totally fine.
Yeah, having minus attack kind of hurts, but it's still workable.
This Frost Blast can be lame. Did I mess up in Confusion anymore? I think we stopped counting.
I don't think I remember seeing you get hit again.
We were at like 2, right?
Yeah.
I can't.
I think it was just that one time, yeah.
This thing does have Confuse, right?
That
So
one fight where you get hit twice.
If there's ever a time.
Yeah, now is the time. Because you dodged it on
Nope,
Wallace.
had a ball for fun.
Did you get confused on Wallace?
No.
You didn't get hurt.
I didn't. No, I got hit with a water pulse, but it did not confuse.
Oh, because it doesn't go for Sweet Kiss on you, it just Water Pulses, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Makes sense.
Sometimes it'll sweet kiss. It's random.
Yeah. It like it almost always Sweet Kisses for Kyogre.
A lot of these fights aren't super interesting, at least in the short term. So.
You know what is interesting?
What?
Donation.
So true.
Yes, donations. We have $40 from Dragonista with no comment. Thank you so much for your generosity. And I just want to quickly shout out chat for making it that last bid war like super sweaty at the end. It was a real nail biter. If you want to get into some other bid wars, we have some other ones open for some other games coming on later. For example, the Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. There's an option to spare or kill Mueller during the intermission. And then for the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters, you can name the 4 Warriors of Light. And then during Wildermyth, you can name the 3 starting characters. The top 3 will be taken there. But if that was just too stressful for you, you need a little something more assured, then don't forget there are also other donation incentives. For example, with Valkyrie Profile Lenneth, we can fight the Asaria Queen, which is the final boss of the Seraphic Gate post-game dungeon. And then there's a glitch exhibition after the run for the Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky later on tonight.
What's Calm Nature again?
Calm?
Minus attack.
Minus attack plus special.
Defense.
That sounds right, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I saw it, yeah. It's plus special defense.
Okay.
I'm so bad at knowing what nature's in which, except for the ones that matter for speedruns.
Oh, yeah, Calm, I just know it's minus attack because I know it's unrunnable. So.
So at least it's 31 attack.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Is it's really bad if you're minus attack and then also really low IV because then you're just
Sometimes
struggle so
your
much.
Groudon is a Kyogre. Yeah, this is one of the doubles we're able to skip. There's another one later.
Yeah, that one you don't necessarily need to only have one Pokemon because you could just surf to the right side of it and then go around. But it still is nice to save time on the movement there.
This Victory Road has so many bites.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Is the original?
There's a good amount, but not like
Yeah, I know.
but it's probably a similar amount on
Gen 1, the only Gen 1 game you have to fight a million things is Let's Go. Except for now you don't.
Yeah.
You used to.
Yeah. Fire of the Tree 2, you can skip all the fights.
Yeah.
I got confused, but I did have a Prism Berry. Does that count?
Well, no, you didn't hit yourself.
Oh yeah, you didn't.
Yeah.
No.
There are still opportunities to get confused though, chat, so don't worry.
Yeah.
I'm always confused.
This run has been confusing.
Scary
I'm not
spinner
gonna lie.
here for May.
I hate the spinner.
As a Kingdra, very annoying, very obnoxious to deal with because of weaknesses.
That was spicy.
A little spicy.
A little spicy.
I was like sparkling water spicy.
Yeah, I would say so. There's the last double.
Here's the actual force double.
And that is the that trainer we just got past. That was the last optional we could hit, unless we had messed up our box menu. And now we're gonna Wally.
And a Wally.
We're gonna Wally.
Good
Banger
music.
alert. I'm going to save, even though there's about a 0% chance I die to Wally. Pretty much the way you die to Wally is if you go for ranges, and I could. Think about the time I could save.
Good.
And 50% of the time I would lose, and I would save 1 turn. Wow. I've literally never
Time
done
save this
strat.
forever. Some more trainers here for Sanjan, just kind of going through. Groudon. Again, the main thing with Groudon is you're going to be using Earthquake a lot. You're also noticing the Smackdown attack. That's going to be more relevant later. Smackdown is a Rock-type move, so it's nice for hitting Flying types, but more importantly, it also brings them down to the ground, which means you can then hit them with Earthquake. So it's a pretty nasty combo, and one you'll see later, for sure.
Yeah, we don't have a good way to hit like flying types.
Yeah. And again, Groudon is ground type, shocker. So that Earthquake is hitting incredibly hard.
Ow! Okay, safe, good. If it hit me again, there would be a chance that would die to Magneton. I think if Magneton crits me, I might still die. Which would be very funny.
I mean, I won't say anything.
It'd be very funny.
If I say something, bad things will happen.
Probably fine, I think.
Roselia, that's for some reason not a Roserade coming out for
Right.
Wally.
Magneton,
somehow.
my Magneton.
Yeah, could have been a Magnezone.
Oh, that crit is so lame.
The most useless crit.
Well, no, it just loses time because it,
Right, yeah.
it triggers 30. He doesn't have any heals though. It'd also be way worse.
Yeah, a lot of trainers in this game don't have heals.
Yeah.
It's pretty chill. Some games they like to throw it onto like every single boss fight, and then also all the Ace trainers have healing items. But this game is more laid back, at least.
The only one that does like have healing items are like Norman's gym, regular trainer wise.
Yep.
Don't mind me, I'm pressing Sword Stance and Earthquake to win.
Yeah, again, Sword Dance more powerful than Calm Mind in terms of just setting up your offensive powers, giving you 2 stat boosts to your physical attack. So effectively, your first use is going to double your attack stat, which is pretty dang powerful.
Oh, this is gonna waste time. Yeah, I don't have good attacks, so that's why I Sock could survive, and we're just
Endure.
gonna sit here and play the Endure minigame.
Yep.
All right, so now that's Wally, and May is going on to the Elite Four.
Yeah.
Going to become the champion.
Maybe one more PC heal, because the fastest way to heal by far.
Yep.
And we're going to put Marshtomp in the box. For a while, it was like there's like an argument that you can keep Marshtomp because it makes Steven more likely to use Spikes, which is faster than if he poisons you. But then it takes longer in the Hall of Fame, and it's like, we're just not going to do it.
I personally take it because like it
don't
makes
do it.
Phoebe's fight for me much safer because that's
No.
probably the scariest fight.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
that's not what I wanted. I wanted organized boxes, please.
Yeah, Phoebe is terrifying in this game, in Omega Ruby specifically.
It's even more terrifying because I'm minus attack.
Yeah, we'll go over it when we get there.
The only scary fights, the odd number fights in this you can lose on. The even numbers, you can't really lose to Drake. You can lose to Phoebe, but it's mainly like you go for things. You go for a non-safe strat that has like a extremely high chance to work, like 90-something%, 95 or something.
Yeah.
Sydney can be spooky.
Yeah, Sydney can be bad on both versions for sure.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, your scary one is Glacia. Coming up
Glacia stinks.
very soon. Boo, Glacia.
Boo. There is a safe strat where you use the blue orb, which turns you into Primal Kyogre, but it's very slow. It uses like 45 seconds. And so for you, the viewer, you will watch me just be in a whole new world of stress. You thought I was stressed like a dad? Dad's nothing.
Are we
What
gonna
is
donate for Kyogre or Sheer Code moment?
You're cold and also missing whatever it is on Phoebe. I don't remember what. You have like a spooky thing, right, on Phoebe?
Yeah, but there's still a chance. And I'm playing it safe by bringing
Yeah,
Oh, that's
she has
true.
the Marshall, so
Yeah.
it's probably not going to be an issue. Yeah, we could do something. But we have time before we get there.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
So yeah, just setting up again, kind of normal. The scary thing with this fight is the shift tree is coming up pretty soon here, and can be weird.
Good old speed.
Yeah, that's bad. Oh yeah, 0 to 2 speed, right? Here's the shift tree. It has fake out too.
Yeah, it doesn't like to fake out if you've
Yeah.
already taken damage, though. This is weird. I'd probably die here. Nope. Okay.
One for fake out.
That was weird that it used fake out because it likes to ruin my life.
Yeah, it has Leaf Blade. Obviously super effective. Also high crit chance. Not 1 in 16, but 1 in 8.
That sucks.
Very likely to knock you out. But now that you're past that, there's a Sharpedo coming up as well. Can be annoying.
Sharpedo's not annoying for this. It has no health.
Oh,
We just surveyed it.
Alright,
it may be annoying for Sanjan.
Yeah.
slightly, yes. I generally take a safer strat
Yeah.
for this fight. that involves me being faster than Shiftry, but if I miss, it's not great.
One down.
Alright, we're gonna bring the backup, Latios as a backup. And I need to equip the Frozen Berry.
Oh, I still have so many hypers. Man, it's a rule. That means like a single photo star.
All right, so May coming up on Phoebe.
I'm gonna do that
Spoopy.
slightly faster, little risky play, mainly because most of the Pokemon in this fight have what's it called? Pressure.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we just run out of like we have to Origin Pulse at some point, and I just prefer to do it here because it saves a turn.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
will save because again, there's a 5% chance that this goes badly.
You also see me, pretty much, having to maintain my Earthquakes, because,
You just only get 10 of them, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, for those that don't know, Pressure is an ability that you're gonna see a lot on Phoebe's Pokemon. Pressure makes it so that any move you use consumes more PP, basically, than the normal 1 PP. So it can drain your PP very fast if you're not being aware of it, or if you get into a weird situation where you have to like, if you like miss a range, or if you get weird curse stuff like Sanjan might see, then you might end up using extra attack.
Fortunately, because we were able to one-shot the Dusclops at the beginning, we don't really have to worry about Curse. It can be a problem if your special attack is really bad.
Yours is fine.
That's fine, mine's good. Yours is good. My speed is the problem.
So I'm gonna take the alternate track here
Which means-
because I tend to do this for not bulky Groudons.
What is the alternate strat?
I double X speed,
Okay. Yeah, because then yeah, nothing will really be a problem
Yeah.
for you.
and it should double Swagger. You know,
That'd be nice.
insane.
The problem with being slow is that on Glacier, I'll
There it
take an
is.
extra turn of setup, which gives me
Okay,
an
I mean,
extra
sure,
turn
plus
chance
6,
to
I
go.
guess.
Enjoy your +6 attack,
We hit
your
Orange
max
Pulse.
attack.
We crit or Pulse either.
So I can just Earthquake Shiftry for 3.
For sure, yeah.
And
Yeah.
from here, I just press Earthquake to win.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit earlier, but just to highlight again. So, both these legendary Pokemon's abilities force a specific weather setting for the battle. Groudon's forces Sunlight, which increases Fire-type damage and weakens Water-type, but you're not really going to see a lot of Fire-type moves on Groudon's end, in a typical run at least, and you're mostly going to see Earthquake spam. She does have Overheat, which you will see potentially later, but the weather doesn't really help that much. Whereas for May, the rain boosting her water type moves, which is mostly what she spams, is really, really beneficial. It helps make up for not having like Swords Dance.
All right, so for the benefit of the listener, please explain why this next fight is the worst thing ever.
So
It's a one-hit KO.
It's a one-hit KO. You spend a lot of time. Basically, there's a wall rain, right? And this wall rain, you can't knock it out because it's water and ice type, and you're a water type, and you don't really have a good way to deal enough damage to it fast. And there's also other Pokemon in the fight that you want to be able to knock out after the wall rain is dealt with. So you do a little bit of setup on the wall rain. You use some items, and you have to two-shot it. And during that time, what can happen is that you can use a move called Sheer Cold, which is 30-something%. I don't know the level difference.
34% chance to one-shot me regardless of my health. Plus, if I at any point get paralyzed by Body Slam, I just have to hit through it, because otherwise what happens is the rain stops and I have to spend another turn increasing my special, or doing Calm Mind again.
Yep.
And healing.
Yeah, and you can't set up on this Glalie like fully either.
It has Hail.
That has hail. Yeah.
And you can't lose the rain because of the hail.
Yeah, which so the reason why the blue orb strat, which gives you the primal versions of the weather can't be overridden by any
Yep.
other weather. So we're able to set up on Glalie. It is slower than doing this, but it's extremely safe.
Yeah.
So I will try this twice before I throw in the towel, because
Yeah, you were both on your scariest fights, right?
Yeah, and for me, please hit Overheat. 90%. Just hit Overheat.
Wow. First try.
first try, baby.
That's awesome.
That's a rule. That's so cool.
That was literally
34%
first turn.
chance. She doesn't always use it. She can,
She
can just
She
throw-
rarely uses it, honestly.
No, she does not.
Unless
No, I
you're,
feel like
unless
it's
you're May.
often.
Unless you're May. Then she uses it pretty. She loves using it every time.
This is how Sanjan can still win.
Yeah, like for everything that's happened, this is still a close race.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, so now we're gonna get that primal Groudon for Sanjan's end. Again, playing this fairly safe.
Yeah, I do
also
have
has
the
Marshmallow.
Latias in case I
Or
get
Latios,
cursed.
yeah. Latios.
Latios, sorry.
The safe
Nice.
bet until if I wanted to just lock in the race.
Yeah, overheats 90%.
Theory
so
would
if
have
you
been
miss,
just
that's bad.
blue orb, but I do this for you. I give you entertainment at the cost of my own run.
So because I don't have max, or because of minus attack, I have to Swords Dance here.
Yeah, Sableye hits surprisingly very hard.
Yeah, it's because of foul play. You have
yeah.
very high attack, but,
Yeah, foul play uses your opponent's attack against them.
but it should be
and-
free from here
yeah.
pretty much.
All right, so very good on Sanjan's end now. Let's go again. Let's see if May can get through this Walrein. Hopefully. Okay, Body Slam's fine at the start. No Para is amazing. That's what you want to see. Another slam. Brit is
Oh,
okay. Okay, just keep doing that. That's fine. All right. There's
It's
the
that
Walrein.
easy.
Yay, let's go.
Huge.
Do I have enough? How many strikes do I have left? Okay, I don't have to hit another an Origin Pulse, which helps a lot here. Another problem is that they set up Hail and these things have Snow Cloak, which sucks. 25% chance to dodge, I believe.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, 25.
Because I think Goyle, I don't think they have any. I don't think they have Ice Shard. I don't think.
Probably.
I also probably wouldn't.
So you see here, I'll do a bunch of menus. I don't need the red orb any longer, so I'm going to learn strength, and I'm just gonna put on the silk scarf, which hasn't been used in a long time.
I thought for sure I was gonna get
Yeah, the
forward.
Silk Scarf is nice because you have Strength. So Strength now does a little bit more damage, and it's actually relevant for Steven.
Actually, I'm not gonna use. Actually, I did the wrong items here. Oops. I still keep the red orb for Glacia because it's a pretty free fight.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you're right. You got it on. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense.
I will use it for Drake because I don't have many ways to hit some of
Yeah.
Drake's Pokemon.
Drake's fight is really funny for us because if the Pokemon Flygon being a ground dragon, it's 4 times weak to ice, right? So we use a neutral move
Yeah.
because it's faster. Because water moves do so much damage with Kyogre, it's unreal.
Unsurprising. It's just the way Kyogre is in the rain and
Yeah.
Surf being broken and all that stuff.
Yeah, you'll also start to see Smackdown being used here pretty frequently because we have limited earthquakes.
Yeah.
And because Rock just happens to be super effective against Ice, so...
Yeah, so this fight's very chill for Sanjan. Is there anything scary for you at the start?
Because it's ice type, so it's...
Yeah, that. Anyway, is anything scary with this fight?
No.
Okay, so this is probably a good time for any more donations.
Okay, we have $10 from Autumn Wyvern that says, let's just pretend this is some variation of 842 for Appletoon. Smiley face. And since we have a minute, I wanted to show some love for our community artists, LLK, who designed the RPG Limit Break logo, and Mega Weasel and It's Casa, who are responsible for some of the emotes that you gain access to by subscribing to the channel. All revenue from subs and the ads rerun will go to help us run future RPG Limit Break marathons, but fret not, 100% of all of your donations go straight to Nami.
Yeah, so this Walrein here is free since we just one-hit it with Earthquake and Red Orb.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just press Smackdown and Earthquake.
You should let
win.
it sheer cold you.
Yeah. Huh. I should. It might just... Does it have Hail?
No, it doesn't have hail.
So we don't even need rain, by the way. Did you get this one shot? That's like...
Oh, poor Flygon.
Yeah.
So weak.
Drake will be
Just
noticeably slower than me because I don't have ice speed. I don't have ice attacks. Haha.
And Kingdra's the only one we don't just one-shot, but it loves to use Yawn. Like that.
Like that, okay.
It just wants to make us EP, and I feel that.
Oh, this is a range because I can't use another earthquake. Of
And
course,
you
we'll
missed
be
it, but
here.
hail is fine.
Oh, we'll be here for a while. It's gonna full restore.
There you go.
There you go. I mean, it's
Not
not
too
a big
bad.
deal. It's just time waste.
And now we're on to Champion Steven for Corvimae here.
Ooh.
Very exciting.
Steven is generally not that bad. Like, the main way you lose to Steven is just like a crit at like the worst time. It's pretty
Yeah.
similar to Champ in Let's Go in that way, actually.
Mhm.
Where it's like, it's not that bad, but then sometimes you just lose.
Yeah, the main thing is Skarmory is the lead Pokemon in this fight. And
Yeah, they actually, like, Steven acts as like a good competitive lead.
yeah, and it can make you lose time randomly, like more than usual, if you get unlucky with the attacks it chooses. May mentioned earlier that it will poison you typically, and that you generally don't heal the poison because then it'll just poison you again and waste more time. So if it gets lucky with like crits and stuff, then really weird things can happen and force you to like double heal.
Yeah, and if our defenses are like super low too, then we can get to a situation where Stone Edge just kind of ruins us.
Yeah. Yeah, because there is a sturdy Aggron later in the fight, which can be obnoxious.
Alright, so Drake's a lot slower than us because there's a lot of stuff that doesn't get hit by earthquake, so we have to set up like quite a bit and use smackdown generally as like, and strength as generally as like our main form of damage. And so because I also have low attack, I have to Swords Dance one more time. But it's still pretty straightforward. I just had to X speed and then Swords Dance to max because also Salamence has Intimidate. But yeah, no more Red Orb Primal Groudon for us.
Yeah, the Silk Scarf going to be useful for strengthening. Do you use Strength on Flygon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think the Claydol and Steven, right?
Yes.
So the Ice Beam there to break Sturdy. Armory has Sturdy.
Yeah, multiple sturdy mons in this fight. So turn 2 poison. Meh.
That's pretty normal.
Yeah, pretty normal.
That'll just Aerial Ace.
And again, this is toxic poison, so each turn it does additional damage.
I don't necessarily need to heal here, but well,
Yeah, you'll get crit.
exactly. If I would have been crit here, then if I get crit here, then you know.
That you would have been.
I think I would have died.
I think you would have lost.
That's 3, right? That was 3?
I admit it.
I think that was 3. Was that 3, everyone? All right, thank you, chat. For that, I mean, crowd. The chat of reality. Think about it.
The crowd
Whoa.
chat.
Whoa. So we're on Kingdra now, coming out early because of the ground type disadvantage.
All right, if Surf kills here, then we're at +3.
Find out.
Yeah, we're
Easy.
And I have enough health that I'm not really worried about Aggron. So Stone Edge is a high crit chance move, but I don't think we do enough damage here to kill me. And unfortunately, this would be fine, except for it also has Sturdy. Youch! Did not crit.
Easy.
It does so much damage, though.
Yeah.
But it's also very low X, like 80%, I think. Am I in Bullet Punch range? I don't think I am.
There's no
Bullet
way,
Punch is
yeah.
33.
Bullet Punch is Steel type. There's no way.
Yeah, well, it still hurts. It's mega.
Mega Mantine.
Mega Man.
Mega Metagross time.
Mega Man.
Mega Gross. Yeah.
Mega Gross time.
Yeah.
They'd add 100 times.
Mega Metagross is pretty Mega Gross.
Mega Meta Nasty.
Whoa. Anyways, donate if you enjoyed that. I guess.
No, they're not gonna donate. Why would you say that?
Peak comedy here. We'll be here
You know, like
all week.
we've had a lot happen in this run. Like
I know.
we're
This has been a lot.
One of the runs of all. This was certainly a run that we did for you all.
This was a run that we did for you, chat. Like honestly, like even with all of this, the race was really
close.
That's
Yeah.
close, yeah.
You would have won if you had not died on that island. You would have just smoked me.
Yeah,
Like that's how much time Latias loses, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I caught up. Like
For
I was
sure,
like
yeah.
4 or 5 fights behind, and then
Yeah.
after I was only like maximum 2.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty wild. Again, just showing how great the great Latios is over the poor Latios. But I don't have Groudon plush. If I had a Groudon plush,
I don't-
I'd
yeah.
do the
Just
same.
pretend this is the giant
Okay,
Groudon.
this is a
No,
dry.
Mudkip at the same like. It's on
Same
four.
what?
It has,
Same
it's on
wavelength?
same four. The same 4 legs. It's on all fours.
Oh, it's on fours. Okay.
I forgot what legs are called.
I mean, but this technically could be legs too.
These kind of look like feet.
Yeah.
These could be
I'm just
hands.
saying.
It's gonna be like this.
I don't like that.
Also, one
I
special.
didn't even notice these. What are
They're
Also-
wings.
extra wings? What are
Let's
these
see if
then?
you talk.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna say one special thing because I have my Latias here in the back. It's hopefully gonna spam spikes all day long because I have to set up 3 times.
Also, time
Time
for
is coming up. It's when the fade to black after this. And then it'll fade to black, and then it'll be time. It's soon. You gotta wait for the rotate.
And
time.
GG. Oh, that's scary. I'm
That's
actually
Alpha
gonna heal.
Sapphire. Thanks for having us. I hope you had a good time watching us have the worst runs of all time.
I would have to say, all of my runs were like sub 305, and then this one
No, I
had to be like,
Like the last year, yesterday was like a 303.
yeah.
And then, but then sometimes,
That's just how it goes.
That's just how it
That's
goes.
how it
Sometimes,
goes.
Oras be Orasin.
So yeah, we saw there, because Sanjan did have the Latios in the back, Steven is aware of this and uses spikes because of the chance of potentially getting that swap and getting extra damage. But he doesn't realize that's completely worthless.
Yeah.
And
Nice
actually
avoid.
saved quite a bit of time for Sanjan there as a result.
If you are interested in running this game, because you're like, I want the pain they're having, check out the 3DS speedrunning Discord. You can find the link for it on the SRC page for this game. It's fun. I actually recommend this game a lot. If you're interested in getting into Pokemon speedrunning, it's a pretty good entry point because we have good tools for following the route.
You
could
use
just- you could just
Maze
save.
Ranger program. It's really good.
You can
like,
just save. If it sucks, save.
yeah. Well, when in doubt, save. Like that
Saving
is
is so fast in this game.
that is like a highlight. Also, Maze like Ranger site, really good. Like it basically like has everything like pretty much at your floor.
I'm
floor's
using
running.
it
It's really
just-
easy.
right now.
It just tells you what to
Yeah.
do and you press the buttons and then you're a speedrunner. That's it.
And also, yeah, while we talked and memed it up, we beat Steven.
Yeah.
Just press
Yeah.
Earthquake.
Thanks to Sanjan for racing this with me.
Yeah, thank you, May. Like we've had 3 races, and I think so far you're 2-1.
I think I'm 2-1.
Whoa, Alpha
Yeah,
Sapphire
Alpha
on top.
Sapphire.
Watch the space because the best of 5 starts. at
Yeah.
Some event in the future. Who knows?
Did you have any shoutouts that you want to do?
Let's see. Shout out to you for commentating.
Oh, thanks.
You're an awesome commentator.
I'm here.
If you like us and you want to see us die to RNG in every run we ever do, all of us stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/Corvimae.
And twitch.tv/Sanjan_.
Etchy.
Where?
Twitch.
Okay. You could be.
You
could be
have
on
to repeat
YouTube.
it. We don't have to repeat it 3 times.
You could be on YouTube. People
But
don't
also,
know.
the only shout out I have is I'll be here again on Saturday night, the last run of the marathon with Corvimae
I'll
again.
be on the couch.
Corvimae will be
I'll be running
commentating.
Kingdom Hearts, and if
I
you
don't
think
run
about it,
Kingdom Hearts, so I'll just be there to just talk about how much I love.
You'll
the
be
lore of
there to
Kingdom Hearts.
vibe.
Yeah, if-
Also, I'll be commentating for Octopath Traveler tomorrow.
Ooh,
And
true.
maybe there's a little something spicy in store.
You can't get rid of us that easily.
Yeah,
If you
y'all
think
gotta
about
deal with
it-
us. Also, time's coming up relatively soon here.
These are basically just gummy ships.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. And yeah.
And almost, I guess.
Almost.
It is
almost
slower
done.
because I have a second bullet time.
We were not ready. There you go. And thank you everybody who donated during the run. We
Yes.
really appreciate it. Definitely keep supporting NAMI. They're a great cause, and
Support
stay
for
tuned
NAMI
for
is
more.
brought to you by viewers like you.
Thank you everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
All right, can we give one more round of applause for that amazing race? Thank you again to everyone who donated and supported NAMI during that race. Those bid wars were intense. All right, so as we get set up for the next run, I did want to remind everybody that RPG Limit Break 2023 proudly supports the National Alliance on Mental Illness, aka NAMI, to get involved in the fight against mental illness and the stigmas it can bring. Reach out to NAMI via their state organizations or on Facebook, where they can be found as NAMI, or on Instagram and Twitter as @NAMI Communicate. It's not a weakness to need help. Please reach out if you need help. All right, RPG Limit Break, thank you so much for having me. This has been an absolute blast. I'm getting ready to kick it over to the ads, and that means it is the end of my time here. So when we return from ads, we'll be turning it over to the smooth and dulcet tones of Hey Binks. Thank you again, everybody, and have a great RPG Limit Break.
Welcome back, RPG Limit Break 2023. My name is Hebinks, bringing you a run live here soon. We're finishing up setup. Want to go ahead and give a quick shout out about NAMI. RPG Limit Break 2023 is coming to you from Salt Lake City, Utah. We are raising money for NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness, which was formed in 1979 as a grassroots advocacy organization by a group of parents whose children suffered with serious mental illness. and Nami has maintained that focus to this day.